Hey there, everybody. This is the Super Review Show here. We're starting First off, I have to let you all know that this is going to be, we're going to be going a little while longer today. The main reason we are going to be doing this is because we are going to be raising money once again for the Food Bank of New York City. The link for it is in the description of this video, so you all can check it out. And my technical support is getting set up and all that. So. Hold on, there we go. All right. So right now we're live on YouTube, as you can tell. And what more is better than this? To tell you the truth. So the link for it will be, Bill will be joining us in a little bit, but also this is a very important episode of the Super Review Show because the unthinkable has happened. The unthinkable has happened, ladies and gents, where the Super Review Show has passed 700 subscribers. So I'm going to talk about the food. We'll get to the food bank in a little bit, but at the same time, I'm going to have I'm going to have Bill jump in a little bit, and he's going to be helping me out throughout this. And he's going to be joining us. But I'm going to tell you, just to start us off for a little bit. I cannot believe that we have come this far on the Super Review Show. It's a journey. There's my mic. There we go. It's a journey that started a long time ago, back in 2015, actually. This was a dream of mine to start a YouTube channel. Some of you may be thinking, well, why would you want to start a YouTube channel, blah, blah. Well, the truth is that I wanted to start a YouTube channel because some of my favorite YouTubers were doing such things, and they were just doing so well at it. I said, you know what? I could probably do something like that. I could easily do something like that. So I started off doing my own thing. I started off doing, originally it was when Agent Carter was still on TV. When Agent Carter, that Marvel TV show from a few years ago that aired on ABC, basically, Agent Carter launched the Super Review Show. Because what I did was I simply reviewed the first 2 episodes of that new show. That if you can look on our channel, that's the very first episode that we ever did. First ever content we ever put out. And it was truly an amazing time. Now, Bill's going to join us right now, so here we go. Where is he? Come on, join in the party.
I'm right here.
Nice. Bill, turn on your camera. You're doing great.
All right, just give me 1 second, okay?
Yeah, no rush. So
we're live now?
We are live and streaming, my guy.
Here I am.
Oh, yeah. He's here. There he is.
Hey, guys. Sorry I'm a little late.
It's okay. We're going to move Bill over to there. Can you just adjust your camera for a little bit, Bill? We're going to have a little bit of fun today for a little while.
Yes, and who doesn't like fun, am I right?
Of course. Who doesn't love fun? So, Bill, I was just in the process of telling everyone that we're going to be doing a live stream today for not just for the Food Bank of New York City. And the donation link is in the description of this video, so you all can check it out. But there you go. Sorry about that. Whoops, technical difficulties. We're going to be having. I'm going to go into the backstory of how the channel got started a little bit, and then we're going to keep bringing up the fact that like I said, the donation link is in the description of this video, so you all can check it out.
Go ahead, check it out.
Yeah, because I'm going to be writing on the whiteboard a little bit. We're a little bit unprepared today for just a little bit, so that's okay though.
Hey, can you just send me the link? Because I'm sure there's some friends of mine who'd love to watch.
Yes, give me 1 second, but I'm working on it.
Send it to me through Facebook.
Okay. What, you have Facebook? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. All right, here we go. It's loading. Messenger. Bill. All right. We're completely unprofessional right now, guys, but that's okay. There you go.
Thank you, my friend.
No problem at all.
I hope my lovely audience of mine will be eating a little bit while we talk, so.
Yeah, you're fine. Don't worry about it.
I'm eating the rabbit food right now.
Hey, whatever you gotta do, right? Let's see what we got. All right, let's back over here. Anyways, so I'm going to be talking about how the channel got started while you eat your food.
Go right ahead.
The Super Review, I was explaining this a little bit, but the Super Review Show started actually as an idea with my cousin. We had this idea of what's coming up, what could we do, and how could we go about our business? You know, we want to talk about movies, we want to talk about pop culture, we want to talk about every little thing possible about, you know, culture and pop culture and whatnot. And you know, it was something I thought about for a long time. And then finally, I was just explaining it before you joined us, Bill, that the first ever Super Review Show video was the episode 1 and 2 review of Agent Carter.
Really?
Yes. Because my initial thought was, what is a great way to attract people to a channel and start off a channel the right way? I said, all right, well, why not do a review of the brand new TV show at the time and do the run through of that, and also show the world what the channel is like, show what's going on, all that stuff. And slowly but surely, I'll never forget the day I gained like 200 subscribers. I said, I can't believe there's 200 people subscribed to the channel. Now we're at 700. Hard to believe the little channel is doing so well. Also, just a really quick plug. And then Bill decided to join later on. He created the Movieholics Productions crew.
Mind if I talk a little bit about that?
Go right ahead.
Yeah. Well, Movieholics Productions. Okay. Well, the official name didn't come till 2017, but me and Justin, who was on the previous live stream, I remember it was March 2014. We went to go see the movie Nonstop. Have you ever seen it? Liam Neeson's in it.
I've heard of it, yeah.
Or as I call him, Irish Chuck Norris.
Yeah.
It was so appropriate to see it because it was just almost time for St. Patty's Day, too. Anyway.
The perfect is that.
So anyway, you know, I'm just sitting in the movie and I'm like, afterwards, I looked at Justin and goes, hey, Justin, why don't we go in the car afterwards? We can get our phone. Get our phone and just do like an interview and just see and just bullshit about the movie.
Why not?
And then he's like, yeah, that's a good idea. So this was on like one of his old channels. And then for a while we were like, you know, why don't we just start a new channel and just do that? And this was in summer 2017.
That's right.
And eventually we wanted to do reviews like the Nostalgia Critic and, you know, and reviewing movies, but we just never got around to it because as my favorite Beatle, John Lennon, once said, life is what happens when you're busy doing other things.
That's true.
You know, we just got tied down with, you know, around that time I had just finished college. I was in the midst of a job search.
Yep. Things happen.
He was the same way, and we just got busy. Like, you know, we try to go to movies at least a couple times a month.
Yeah, I remember that. I saw you.
But yeah, and that's how it started. And then you know, we've done our top movie reviews of the year, and then back in February, Justin ended up moving to Maryland,
right,
because of his new job, and and I've been kind of on my own, and I haven't done something for Movieholics in a few months. And for any of my fans out there, I deeply apologize because I've been busy with my podcast.
It's all right.
And just I do have a list made for it, for this new, you know, because I've been doing a lot of top 10s. Like one I did top for around Halloween. I did top 10 villain songs.
Right.
I did top 10 Oscar non-winners, so like movies that were nominated but didn't win Best Picture.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then back in March, I think the last one I did was top 10 underrated Disney songs.
Oh, I did see that. Yep.
So yeah, I'm going to be making the next one. I'm going to be making is my top 10 movie moments.
Okay.
So you're all just going to have to keep an eye on that. I'll try to record it this weekend.
Go for it.
I got to just see how everything is, because on Saturdays I usually do my podcast, but we're actually doing it tomorrow night because one of my cohorts had to work this weekend. So
right.
So we may be doing that tomorrow night. So who knows? I may have time this weekend to finally record the list. It's like, when you have those things, you keep putting it off.
Yeah.
That was this list. I just kept putting it off. And I was thinking when this pandemic happened, I was thinking, wow, I now have all the time in the world.
Yeah. And a lot of people's schedules freed up,
I know, right?
So we're going to do that. Keep talking. I'm just going to write on here for a second.
So it was so funny because I'm thinking, okay, I have all the free time in the world now. I could probably finally do all those lists I wanted, and the two of them being the Oscar non-winners and the underrated Disney song list. So, but I don't know. I just never got to it. So, but I'm free. I'm free now, so I might do it this weekend. And because I've also been busy with my podcast, which I'm not going to sit here and shamelessly promote. Sports Insanity Podcast. Please check us out. We are on YouTube, Apple, Podbean, Spotify.
Oh boy.
And iHeartRadio.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to promote my podcast.
It's fine. You're always welcome to promote it. You're one of us now. It's all good. I did write directly on the board right now that please donate below, or just a friendly reminder, there is a donation link directly to the Food Bank of New York City. As you know, New York City is doing a lot better than it was 4 or 5 months ago, but it's still recovering after the effects of the COVID-19 virus. So what I'm going to suggest to all of hello, Mr. Joe Wiley has joined us, as well as Matt Hemsley has joined us. Thank you all.
Hey, Matt. Hey, buddy.
Joe, how you doing? Glad to hear.
Yeah,
like I said, and make sure all of you just give us some topics to talk about. We'll be going till about maybe 5:50, 6 o'clock today, just to have some fun. And yeah. So we're here to have some fun today. We're here to talk about the channel. We're here to talk about 700 subscribers. Keep going on the Super Review Show.
Keep going.
Food Bank. Keep going, Bill. I'm just filling in some stuff here.
So, yeah, I finally So now that I have the free time, those lists might be coming up soon. So,
all right.
And don't forget Sports Insanity Podcast. We are available on all those platforms I just told you.
Are you available on Spotify? Just wondering.
Yes, we are. We are available on Spotify.
Oh boy, I'm gonna have to listen in now. This is gonna be great.
Yeah, the most recent episode just went up last night, actually.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, editing, it's a blast.
Nice.
No, I can't stand editing. That's why my 2 cohorts do it.
That's good,
guys. If you're watching, I was having a little fun, but I really do hate video editing.
Yeah, it could get to you. So.
No, I remember like the first time I did it when I was in college. I was literally in a room, the editing room, from like 1 p.m. to like 11 o'clock at night.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
That was not fun.
That doesn't sound like fun at all, really.
Oh, it was terrible. And I like remember a few days later, I had to do it again. I was in there from like 12:30 to like 8 o'clock at night. And when I finally got it all done, JT, I'm like,
yeah,
freaking finally. And I thought, oh shit, I may have deleted it. Thankfully, I didn't.
Good.
And I'm like, good. So this thing in total took me 18 hours to edit.
Oh my God. Really? That long?
For a 3-minute video.
Why? Okay. I don't even want to know. It's okay.
No. It was for a class project. It wasn't some weird video I was making with my friends or anything.
Yeah, I got you.
No, but 18 hours for a 3-minute video. Not fun.
Does not sound like fun at all.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just want to give another plug for this donation link. So if you go, I'm going to share my screen for a second to show exactly what you're doing. And I can't believe we're going to break the fourth wall on YouTube here, but brace yourselves. How do I do this? Bill, how do I do this? How do I share share what I'm seeing on my computer? Hold on. Oh, there I got it. All right. So everyone can see my screen now. This is what we do on a technical basis.
You're sharing our screen.
I'm sharing our screen right now to show exactly what we do. And if you go right here to this donation link and you click on it, you should be able to go directly to it. And it should lead you, to this screen right here. One meal, $1 provides 10 meals. You can do it. And you can contribute as much as you want. But just remember, $1 feeds 10 meals. And if you multiply that up and up, $10 feeds 100 meals, onward and so forth. You can do it. And just an FYI to everyone here. We are in no way responsible. We do not handle any of the money whatsoever.
This is not going to me. This is not going to JT. This is not going to any of the channels. We're not going to take your money and run out the back door with it.
We take absolutely no money.
We are getting exactly $0.00 from them.
We're doing this out of the goodness of our own hearts, and we want.
You know what? It's really time to to
give back. Truthfully,
in crises, it is really time to
absolutely
come together and help your fellow human being.
Yeah.
But I just want to say, even though things are getting better,
yes,
be careful out there.
Yeah. No.
I just want to say, since we're in New York, I gotta say it's been a major turnaround. I
know for us as a state, it's been quite amazing how
last time we did this fundraiser, we were the worst.
Was it April? Is that right?
Yeah, that was in April, and now we are have one of the lower effects.
Mid-July, so we're doing great.
Yeah, but but you also got to look at all the things that have been lost, like the concerts, the movies, the games.
Broadway's been shut down. They're trying to keep stuff alive, but that's where.
I think they'll be opening early January. I think that's what I heard, early January.
Yeah, if anything, and also I heard people are doing testing as well.
What do you mean, though?
People are doing what is it called? Human testing is already happening.
Oh, with the vaccine?
Yeah, so I've been told, yeah.
Yeah, I'm hearing things are coming good out of that, but you know what the thing is? I'm hearing 50 different things, so.
Oh, really? Okay.
Listen, I do trust Dr. Fauci. He seems like a smart dude.
Yeah.
He's one of the top infectious research people in the country, so you got to trust someone like him.
You got to do something like that, yeah.
But the thing, they said things are moving along, but I also heard from the New York Post.
Yeah.
That said that we could be wearing masks for the next several years, but again, I take everything I hear with a grain of salt.
Of course. I mean,
again, Dr. Fauci, smart guy. He's a doctor, so I'm sure he probably has an idea of what's going on. But what if there's a mistake in one of the trials?
I know. I think a lot of people want to just get this over with at this point, and I understand that. I understand their angst, their frustrations, and all that. But at the same time, people got to realize that, this is the new reality and we have to deal with it. But I don't want to get too much into that. Like I said, guys, we also want to take your comments, questions, concerns
about anything, please.
About anything regarding movies, music, art. I don't care what it is.
Sports. Since I have a podcast.
We talk sports. And
please go listen to it.
So, anyone could join in, of course, and figure out.
And Joe Wiley, if you're still watching, go Rangers.
Yes, go Rangers. I'm not a hockey guy per se, but
I remember you were asking me last time a question about Lundqvist's successor, and I apologize. I couldn't give you that clear of an answer.
It's all good.
But but this thing, it's I want to know, is this going to affect, do you think this is going to affect the movie theater industry?
What industry hasn't been affected yet? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, even in sports, sorry, I keep going back to sports, but they're not playing with any fans.
Yeah, no, it's you can't go down to Yankee Stadium, you can't go to Fenway Park, you can't, Citi Field, with Philadelphia, with Citizens Bank.
Citizens Bank Park.
Yeah, you can't go there. They're trying to, and also, aren't they switching the balls now every time they hit a ball or play it?
What was that?
If they're playing baseball, aren't they going to switch out the balls? If let's say an outfielder throws it into the second base, they're going to exchange the balls, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's. It just sounds so weird, but at the same time, it's just the new reality, and we have to do with it. So whatever.
That's what you got to do. And in whatchamacallit, in the NBA, they're having what's called the bubble league. They're having all the games play in Disney at the Wild
Right.
World of Sports down there.
Yeah.
They're only allowed to go to practices and games there.
Oh, okay.
So, and also, I just want to say it was a terrible idea to open Disney while the cases in Florida are skyrocketing.
I know, that was a big one.
I'm sorry, I don't want to get too much into it, but that was a bad idea.
It was ridiculous. I mean, to tell you the truth, that was just absolutely stupid move to open everything up. I mean, like Disney's obviously the happiest place on earth and all that. It's not the happiest place on earth if you've got COVID in there.
Because, because you also, and I understand throughout all this, a lot of people, I heard people had to cancel their trips because of this. And this is probably the worst part of it. The Make-A-Wish Foundation, them, they do amazing work for kids who have life-threatening illnesses.
Yeah.
A lot of a lot of sick kids had to have their Make-A-Wish trip canceled to Disney. I'm guessing Disney's like one of the top wishes. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I got to check that one too. I could be. I have no idea though.
We might have to fact check that. But, one of the wishes that a lot of the kids do is they want to go to Disney. And a lot of all the Make-A-Wish trips had to get canceled because of this.
Yeah.
And even now with Disney opening, when it comes to Make-A-Wish, that's not going to happen because a lot of those kids are immunocompromised. And if they get it, that is a really that's a problem.
I agree.
So I don't think Disney really did the smart thing and opened. This is absolutely ridiculous. And I just hope Bob Iger and them or whoever runs Disney now, I hope they make the right decision soon.
Yeah, like Alan Horn. Yeah, whatever his name is.
Yeah, is the new guy in Disney yet, or?
I have no idea. I haven't kept up to date with that, but whatever.
And you know what? When we were saying about concerts, the concert you're going to go to at Fenway for Aerosmith, did that get axed or?
It got postponed until next year. It got postponed to September of 2021. So fingers crossed. I haven't gotten the tickets yet because apparently Fenway Park does it a little bit different than everyone else. Fenway Park, they like to sell the tickets on their website compared to Ticketmaster.
Fenway.
No, I mean I don't mind that personally because Ticketmaster they have fees, whereas like Fenway Park, if you buy it through them for Red Sox games or whatever, they'll have different shows for like whether like Foo Fighters or whatever. They'll come there and they'll play. I don't know, but like they'll sell the tickets on their website alone, which is really great to be honest with you. So,
that is really great.
And there's less fees. There's less of a fee cost, there's less of a corporate aspect to it. So, you know what I found out? I was looking at. You're gonna think I'm crazy. I don't know if you like them or not, but I was looking at Kiss tickets for the fall, right?
Yes.
There's a show in Hartford, Connecticut, at the Xfinity Theater. It's like a small pavilion.
Yeah.
They have not moved their date. It's September 5th. That's a Saturday, I think. I'm like, what? So, who knows? We'll have to see.
Listen, we don't know how things are going to be on September 5th. But,
things can be better things, but they haven't postponed it. That's what I'm trying to say. And they're on their farewell tour, so they're trying to figure all this stuff out. So,
what is this farewell tour number 68?
Farewell tour number for everyone or just them?
for them.
They did one in 2000, and then they're like, we're not done yet. So, whatever.
Yeah, I know you like Kiss, right?
I do. They were my first. I was 9 when I saw them in 2009. No, how old was I? It was 2009. And they were my first concert. I was probably 11.
To me, I'm kind of I'm not like the biggest Kiss fan. Like you don't see me with my
with your makeup.
With my makeup on, like one of those bands I could just take or leave. Like I like some songs by them. I like Rock and Roll All Night.
Of course.
My favorite Kiss song I would probably have to say is Detroit Rock City.
Oh, classic. Yeah.
But I don't know. It's wait, were you planning on going to see them September 5th or?
I thought about it because it's their last tour ever, and They were my first concert ever and all that stuff. So.
And I heard Gene Simmons is a terrible person.
He's also. I've heard many things about all of them, but that's besides the point.
Yeah, he
anyway,
said some things that are a little
he's weird.
uncomfortable. That's the best way to describe it. Uncomfortable.
Okay. Let's jump over to the chat board for a second, ladies and gents. What movie? Matt in the chat board, Matthew Helmsley said, "What movies that have been delayed because of the pandemic are you guys looking forward to?" So, some of mine are Tenet, Black Widow, and Wonder Woman 1984. I'm gonna say, out of just the three of those, Matt, I'm gonna say probably Black Widow and Wonder Woman 1984, just because it's like superhero fits my criteria. Tenet, I don't really know a lot about. Don't kill me.
I know there was a movie.
But I mean, as far as other ones,
I saw an advertisement for it today, like for 5 seconds, but I didn't see who was in it or anything.
Which one was it?
But mine, I'm the same. I was really looking forward to Wonder Woman 84. I was really looking forward to Black Widow.
Yeah.
But the one that I was actually that I'm actually disappointed in, that I think it comes out Thanksgiving now, is the new James Bond movie.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah, we could. Let's throw that in the mix too. This not Spectre. The Spectre was the most recent one. Let's talk about this one. Yeah. Is Daniel Craig back for that?
Yeah, this is the last one.
They gotta find a new Bond.
Who's it gonna be?
I always said for a while on the Super Review show, I said that believe it, Tom Hiddleston I think would be great. Loki.
Oh yeah.
Like like that guy.
Yeah, I was also hearing talk that Cillian Murphy maybe.
Yeah, I mean I don't know. I mean I didn't hear about that, but
Cillian Murphy was Scarecrow in Batman Begins.
Oh, you know what? Maybe I could see that.
I don't know. I like Cillian Murphy, and no, we're not related.
If only you were.
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
That would actually be pretty funny.
But I don't know if he has that look for Bond. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta like the look of it. You got like.
And I know looks don't matter, but for someone like James Bond, you got to be Mr. Smooth, suave.
Yeah, like a ladies' man. You could do like. That's right. I like Tom Hiddleston. There's a couple other names that are floating around for, that can do James Bond.
Daniel Craig. Have you seen that movie? What's it called? Knives Out.
I have not. No, how was it?
Oh, one of my favorite movies of 2019.
Really? Okay.
And Daniel Craig, like he can put on a really good Southern accent.
Really?
Yeah, and you expect like with he has this British accent, but then I remember it's like the moment he in like the first couple minutes of the movie he's sitting there. I'll give you the plot. I'm not going to give you any spoilers.
You're good.
The plot is that a rich guy played by Christopher Plummer, aka Captain Von Trapp from The Sound of Music. I hate that movie, but anyway, because when I was a kid in music class, we'd always watch it, and it's like 3 hours long. Have you ever sseen it?
Yeah, and it's a very long. It's one of those long movies.
Like, I like some of the songs, but it just when you see it like 500 times, you're like, like no, there are movies I could watch 500 times and never get tired of, but
of course,
that's one of them. I'm like, yeah, no. But anyway, back to the plot of Knives Out. Plays a rich guy who mysteriously dies, and
wow.
And his kids and grandkids are being investigated by this private detective played by Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
And like one of the things is one of the nurses, Christopher Plummer's nurse in the movie, has a secret to hide. I'm not going to say what it is about all this. And is also fending off his family, who are just awful human beings.
Really?
They're basically these spoiled, entitled kids grown up.
Oh, really?
They're just, it's like the characters, it's like they're unlikable, but they're entertainingly unlikable, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Like, like these people, you're not supposed to like these people. They're just
that bad.
They're just awful human beings. But there's a scene when the Daniel Craig, he plays this like I told you, plays this private detective.
Yeah.
he's like sitting there when the police are asking all the family, and also Chris Evans, Captain America, is in it.
Oh, I think I saw him in the trailers. Yeah.
Yeah, he plays Christopher Plummer's grandson.
Oh wow. Okay.
And it's so funny to see Captain America just be a total asshole. But so anyway, Daniel Craig is like, he's sitting there while the police are interviewing everybody, and he's like striking the keys on the piano. It's like, dude. And then when you first meet him, I'm expecting, okay, he's going to have like this British accent. He goes, my name is, I forgot his name is, were you with Mr. So-and-so? I'm like, wait, is he doing a Southern accent? And it's
Really?
like, you know, when you see those actors who are like, oh my God, you could tell this accent is fake. But it's very convincing.
Yeah. Wow.
Like, and my favorite line was, there's a hole. It's like in a donut. There's a hole in the donut and it's not filled. And I know who did this. And I'm like, whoa, very convincing. And it's a great movie. There is a twist. I'm not going to spoil it, but there is a twist, which for the good chunk of the movie, you think it's going one way. Yeah. And I remember when I saw it, I was like, okay, this movie's over. We know what happened. Let's get out and beat the traffic. But then it's like, wait, what?
Really?
Didn't see that coming.
Is it a complete surprise ending?
Yeah, at first I'm like thinking, what's with all this freaking padding? End. Cease. Finito. But then the twist comes like, whoa, didn't see that coming at all. But yeah, great movie. If anyone hasn't seen it, I highly recommend you check it out.
Yeah,
it was in my top 5 too. Matt, our good friend Matt Hemsley, said that that was his top movie of 2019.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd recommend it. But you know, like, what's the movie industry gonna be like? Like, I think Regal's supposed to be opening at the end of the month.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, we'll have to see.
What do you think it's gonna take for you to go back to a movie theater?
What's it gonna take for me to go back to a movie theater?
How long do you think it's gonna take for you to go back?
A while. I mean, like several months. I mean, I believe I want to go out to a theater as much as anyone else does who's a film fan, but I don't think I'm ready there. I don't think I'm ready yet to go back to a theater.
To be honest, if I were to go out, I'd probably go like during the day when there's like nobody there.
Yeah, just go. Like, they should really have them spread out over like the course of the day. Just change the show times and create like only 20 people can come in the theater or 30 people. There you go.
Because I usually go on like Friday and Saturday nights.
Yeah, I was spread them throughout the week. There's plenty of ways they could do it. They just have to figure out what's the best option.
I remember what. Have you ever gone to a movie like in the middle of a weekday?
I actually have. I saw 2 films like that. I saw X-Men: Days of Future Past on a Tuesday. It was actually no one in the theater. I had the whole theater to myself, which was fantastic. I took my grandfather with it. It was just great. But I was gonna say I also saw. There's the weird thing though. Terminator 5, Terminator Genesis came out on a Wednesday, so I saw it on opening day, which I thought was weird. But at the same time, like, you know, there's barely anyone in the theater at all. So,
like, I remember I saw that Clint Eastwood movie just in December. Richard Jewell.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna say it now. Here's my review. That movie was boring.
The movie was boring.
Like, the acting was good. Sam Rockwell was good. Kathy Bates was good. The guy who played Richard Jewell, his name escapes me. I thought he was decent.
Yeah.
It dragged. But anyway,
yeah, no,
I saw it on a Monday afternoon. I saw it with my brother and a couple of his friends.
Yeah.
We were in a movie theater. It was like we were the only ones there.
Yeah, because everyone likes to go on the weekend.
2 friends.
Yeah, that's because everyone likes to go on the weekends. That's just the way it is.
Oh, absolutely.
So I mean, that's just how they want to do it, but they want to, like, you know, it's weird because movies open up on Fridays and then they carry through the weekend box office. Now with COVID, I think if they want to open up the theaters, just open them up throughout the whole week. You could still release the films and go from there.
I think that's a good idea.
Regal, if you hear this, give me $1,000 check right now. Regal.
I'll take one too.
Yeah, we'll each take $1,000. Yeah, let's make it 5,000 because they have all the money to go around. So AMC you too.
Yeah, because I think like opening it throughout the week would actually be a decent idea.
Yeah, no, it would be a lot better, to be honest with you. It would just make everything so much easier people to go out, to get out as well. Because so many people are out, but they're like within state lines and all that. If they could just go out into the theaters, that'd be great.
Yeah, like yesterday was like my first time really going out. Like me and my brother, we went to the driving range.
Nice, okay.
Even though I'm not a big golfer, I just wanted to,
You want to get out?
I want to get out of the house. And then we went to a diner for lunch, and that was about it. And it was like weird because the diner where we were, you probably know which diner I'm talking about. I'm not going to say it on here because I don't want to.
You don't want to give away our location?
Exactly.
Okay.
But
well, what were the initials, by the way? Just wondering. Was it
RL?
Okay, got it. I know exactly what you're talking about.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. It's a big hub over here.
It's one of the hot spots. Anyways, so what
anyway, like I remember there's like a piece of gravel, and they have like a tent up.
Yeah.
And that's where all the tables are because more people are probably comfortable eating outside because,
a lot of restaurants are doing that. Whether it be like they're still doing that, and they've opened up the inside with their spacing tables out. It's a different world. I'm telling you, it's a crazy.
And it's gonna be like this for a while.
Yeah.
And you know what? Because I don't think I'd be comfortable eating inside a restaurant right now. You?
Honestly, it was bugging me. I went to that same place, and I sat inside.
And how was that?
It was not that bad. They had us all spaced out though between table to table, but it was fine. Like
with friends, family, or
I was with two other friends, and they sat with me at the table, but they were spaced out, like table on, off, like seating, no seating, no seating, and it can work.
Well, it was just me and my brother. We were just sitting across from the table, and I'm like doing like these small things. That, weeks ago we went to what was it? To our local Best Buy to because my brother had to get something, and I said, hey, I'll go with you just to get out of the house again. It's like these small things that we just do like normally. Like we just look at them as like, they're just things. It's going to be like a 5-10 minute out. It's going to be like a 5-10 minute thing.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
Home, you're now looking at these like, oh, this is like my only time getting out today.
I know.
Yeah. And it's like, but what I was saying about the restaurant thing, we stopped at Panera afterwards. And
yeah,
I was like inside because we were waiting for the food and then we were going to take it outside.
Yeah. I
was getting a little nervous just standing there in the Panera. I was wearing my mask, but it was just really, holy shit. Am I going to get it?
Yeah, no, it's terrifying. But anyways, let's not go into it too much. Just a friendly reminder to everyone who's watching. And whoever please donate to this link. I'm pointing to it, but it's really down below. In the description of this video, you will find a link to donate to the New York City Food Bank. Once again, I repeat, we are not doing this for any of our sakes, but we just want to help people out and help give people a good cause. Please jump down in the description below with the big button that says donation link. And there's a link to it right there. Even if it's after it's uploaded, this video is uploaded, you can go back to it and donate it. $1 feeds 10 meals. Imagine what $10 would do. That's 100 meals. Do your math, ladies and gents.
It helps.
It helps. So just like I said, you can obviously help out as much as you want. Go for it and help people out,
Absolutely.
And like I said, just join in just jump down the description below. We'd love to have you guys donate because the more you donate, the more people can eat healthy food in the most affected city in the country right now. Still, I believe.
Or if you want to go grab a cookie or something, we don't judge. We don't judge. You said healthy food, but if you want to treat yourself a little, we won't judge.
Yeah, don't worry. We're not going to judge. But yeah, like I said, just jump down. There's information about COVID in the description of the video and all that stuff. If you check it out, we did this back in April and it was really fun. We're not going to go like for over 3 hours. We're going to like until like 5:45 ish.
I thought you said like 6:30 or.
I said 6:30, but then again, my family is doing stuff later, so I have to at 6. So I have to be off by 6. So we can get off right now, like 5:50, 6 o'clock.
Okay, I got I got nothing to do today, so.
Okay.
But anyway, there's something I've been wanting to discuss with you about.
Yes. Tell me more.
Did you hear?
What's
Okay, first of all, little sad news, as we know, a couple weeks ago, Joel Schumacher passed away.
Yes. Well, he did create the worst Batman movie ever. So
What was that?
he did direct Batman and Robin. So.
But did you hear there is actually a director's cut of Batman Forever?
What? Are you serious?
There is actually a director's cut of Batman Forever.
Is it good?
I haven't watched it. They were talking about possibly releasing it. It's like nearly 3 hours long.
Oh God. Okay.
And like, here's the thing. Apparently Batman Forever was supposed, the one with Val Kilmer and Tommy Lee Jones as Two-Face, and
Jim Carrey was the Riddler.
Riddle me this. Riddle me that. Who's afraid of the big bad bat?
Oh, it's awful.
But anyway, okay, Jim Carrey, if you're watching, don't sue me.
Yeah,
but anyway, there's apparently the movie was actually supposed to be like much darker.
So this is the darker cut, if you will?
Yeah, it was supposed to be like, the movie was actually supposed to be like much darker. There's actually a scene that's been going around in which Batman is standing, or young Bruce Wayne is standing, and there's like a giant bat.
Wow, okay.
And he's like fighting the bat, and he decapitates the bat.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah. So a lot of the stuff I think had to get cut.
Yeah.
Because time for a little history lesson, folks.
Oh God.
Back in, of course, 1989 with Tim Burton's Batman with Michael Keaton, which was dark. I wouldn't say it was intensely dark. What do you think?
Well, Batman 1989? That's pretty dark. I think it was dark.
I don't think it was like intense dark, if you know what
I
mean.
No, it was not like Joker dark, or it was like 80s dark film dark.
But
yeah.
Then you had a 1992 with Batman Returns.
That was pretty dark.
I think it was more intense dark because after Batman, they wanted, of course, even though the reviews were mixed, they wanted to do a sequel. And because it was because it was actually I think it was like the second highest grossing movie of 1989.
Really? Okay.
And so, cash cow, you got to keep it going.
It won an Oscar for best art direction or set direction, I believe.
Yeah. So they called Tim Burton back and they said, "Hey, you
want to do this?
We want to do a sequel." And then Tim Burton at first wasn't on board because because I guess there was too much studio interference.
Okay.
And he said, "I'll come back on one condition. I get complete creative control."
Okay, all right.
So they said, don't think of it as a Batman movie. Think of it as a Tim Burton movie with Batman characters in it.
Okay, I can see that.
And then when Batman Returns came out, I'm going to be straight up honest.
You didn't like it?
Not my favorite Batman movie.
That's fair. I mean, it had its ups.
Put it in the bottom. I would probably put it in the bottom.
Oh God, really? All right. I will say that Asm of Earth is saying hashtag release the Schumacher cut.
Yeah, but like, here's the thing. After Batman Returns, and who said that? Who does?
Oh, Asm of Earth. I think I'm pronouncing it right.
Okay.
It's my friend Andrew. It's all good.
Okay, Andrew, I'm going to address that in 1 second. Just So anyway, because with Batman Returns, what did you think of Batman Returns?
Personally, I thought it was a good follow-up to 1989's Batman, but however, it was not like the best Batman. It's up there for me, but it's not up there for me. Like the first thing,
Danny DeVito. No offense, I love Danny DeVito. Who doesn't? But I don't know. Just as the Penguin, it was just.
It's probably his height that gave it away, right?
It was just a lot of the stuff it was just like, for instance, in the 1989 movie, it was dark, but it was mixed with a good amount of campiness. That if it came out, it came out funny. But this, when they try to be, it just comes out weird and uncomfortable. Like when Penguin says, when Catwoman, played by Michelle Pfeiffer, who I will agree was the best part of the movie.
That was the best part of the movie.
And she goes, "We have something in common." She goes, "Don't tell me, naked, sexual charisma." And I'm like, oh God, please make it stop.
It's a DeVito storm.
You want it scented or unscented? Or just the pussy I was looking for. I'm like, oh, it's like,
that's right. Oh, you're right.
It's like your creepy uncle at Thanksgiving who never got married. And when he starts talking, like, oh, you're thinking, wonder why Uncle John never got married. And then he starts opening his mouth, like, okay, that's why. Yeah, that's what Danny DeVito is. He's your creepy uncle at Thanksgiving who never got married because he's a creep. But anyway, I meant in the movie, Danny DeVito, if you're watching, other than that, you're freaking awesome. But
Bill, can I say I love having you on the Super Review Show?
Oh, thank you. I love being here.
It's not the same without Bill.
So anyway, what was I? Okay, so anyway,
and I'm talking to people in the chat board too, just about like box office stuff in general for 1989.
But Batman Returns was yeah, Matt, I know we've had this discussion before. It's your least favorite Batman movie. But you know, even though Batman Returns did do decent at the box office, you know, there were a lot of parents and critics groups that weren't too happy because it got too dark.
Yeah, but then again, that's the character.
But then Tim Burton stepped aside and Joel Schumacher came in, and I think Joel Schumacher was actually handpicked by Tim Burton. I could be wrong, but
yeah, I don't know about that. We're gonna look that up.
But what happened was, I think Joel Schumacher originally wanted to do a movie that was basically darker. And then when they showed it to the studio, because, you know, the studio at this time, it was more about what parents and critics groups wanted, not what fans wanted.
Right.
And they're like, no, we can't do that because parents groups going to be on our ass if we do that. So they want, what I would say about Batman Forever, I don't think it's a horrible movie.
Yeah.
Like when I watched it, I'm like, okay, it has its issues, but it could be worse. And they made a whole movie on that worse. But
wasted a lot of money.
Because I think Batman Forever, I think it's the Batman movie they wanted. They wanted it to be safe and they wanted it to be marketable. And, you know, if you have kids and you want and they're young Batman fans and you want something, if you think they're too young for the Nolan movies or the Burton movies, I think that's a good one to start with. I think Batman Forever is a good one to start with. But you know what? Would you watch this director's cut with, sorry, I just gave you the whole oral history of Joel Schumacher's Batman.
You're fine, dude. You're fine. Now, I would say if you wanted to.
Would you watch it?
The director's cut of Batman Forever?
Guys, tell us in the chat board, would you watch it?
I mean, personally, I would have no issues with it because that's me, though.
I would watch it just to be... I would watch it just out of me. I would want to watch it just out of curiosity.
Yeah.
Because I would want to see, like, what was Joel Schumacher? Did he want to be in the spirit of the Tim Burton movies?
Right. Maybe. I mean, he really did a lot of crazy art stuff in it too, you know?
Like, was he trying to keep it like more like the Burton style, or?
Yeah, Andrew says he's gonna pass. He's not gonna watch it.
But you just said #release the Schumacher cut, Andrew. Please elaborate why you're passing on it now.
Please elaborate. Thank you.
And please use words that make sense.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine. I'm just messing with you.
But yeah, you know, I would actually watch it, but I probably would go out and buy it and say, okay, you know what? Let me see how it really is.
Yeah. You know. I was gonna say, let's shift gears for a second. I want to mention some stuff here about the Super Review Show, what's coming up at some point. So as most of you may or may not know, We are, and then like I said, chat board, keep going, do whatever you have to do, talk to us, give us some topics about whatever you want us to talk about, sports, music, movies. Don't forget to donate. Plug for the donation right here.
Please give a little bit.
Give a little bit. If you have any money, $10, $1 feeds 10 meals.
And listen, I hate asking for money. I really do. But this is
Yeah.
not going to us.
It goes directly around us. We don't do anything.
We don't see it.
We don't even touch it. It goes
Click on the link. You click donate. Money goes to them. So please, if you just have, like, I know financially this is a hard time for a lot of people.
But if you can help out other people,
Just have like $5.
Yeah, $5 is more than enough. It's like that's 50 meals for some people.
If you just have like $1 on you, just
whatever works. Anyways, I wanted to mention this to everyone. We have some stuff going on at the Super Review Show that I've had on the back burner for quite a while now, regarding movie commentaries that I've always liked to do on the channel personally, and I've always wanted to talk to people to do it. And since this is our 700 subscriber special, I figured I'd mention it to all of you that we are looking to do the following. At least I am looking to do the following as well. And this is just the way I put it. I took down notes on my laptop. Hear me, Bill.
And I actually got some ones I want to do. Can I share those when I'm done with you?
As soon as I'm done, you can share yours as well, and we'll pump them out whenever.
I just gotta find them.
Yeah, go ahead, pull it up. Okay, the Daredevil director's cut, underrated completely. Raiders of the Lost Ark, why not? Star Wars 4, 5, and 6. I actually have a VHS copy of the Star Wars original theatrical cuts on a VHS tape. How do you get them onto a DVD? I don't know. I have to find that out. However, if I can get a VHS player or I can get them off tape, I'll find a way. But I don't want to do a movie commentary on Star Wars 4, 5, and 6 if in the special editions. I want to see if we can get the actual theatrical cuts onto a DVD, and I'm still working on that quite a bit. So there's that. All right, Rogue One movie commentary, Man of Steel movie commentary, which I thought is a brilliant film. Wonder Woman, Guardians of the Galaxy Volumes 1 and 2. We could do those as well. The Wolverine from 2013 and Logan movie commentary. So 2 Wolverine commentaries. Deadpool, I think would be great.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
It would. I mean, some people have already done it on YouTube. I saw Colliders before they kind of shut down. Predator. I thought the first one would be good. Alien and Aliens from 1979 and 1986 would be fantastic. Now, slightly out of the ordinary is The Godfather.
Yes, I think we should do it.
Godfather 1 and 2, we could do 3. I mean, everyone has their preferences. I'm saying this live on YouTube. I've never seen any of them. So I think that'd be a great I think that'd be a great opportunity for me personally to get to know and see these movies. And my first reaction, like, holy crap. I know some of the stuff that happens, but I'm not like one of these people like, I know everything. And so, whatever.
Oh, JT, how could you not see The Godfather?
I'm a Godfather virgin, if that makes anyone feel any better.
Dude, how could you?
I haven't seen any of them. Like 1, 2, or 3. It's like a movie that if you say something, I've never seen The Godfather, like, I've never seen Star Wars. It's okay. Like, well, you know what? Well, whatever.
Okay, I'm just looking for the list. Everyone, just please,
yeah, go ahead.
be patient with me, please. I'm just,
No, I'm kidding.
I don't know if I sent it to you through text or messenger.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, Matt, we have a Godfather hater in the chat board, Bill.
I know, Matt. How dare you? We've fought about this before, Matt, haven't we?
Oh boy, Matt has been talking about smack about the Godfather. I haven't even
I know where you live, Matt. Actually, I don't know where you live.
That's okay, though.
But I'll be talking to you Friday night, and I'm going to give you an earful.
Oh, boy.
Nah, I'm just kidding, Matt. I love you, buddy. And I mean that in the straightest way possible. Where's the list? I know I did it.
Wait, Andrew, you've only seen half of it? And half of The Godfather, really? Okay, it makes the 2 of us, but yeah, I just haven't seen it. Like, I actually met someone at one point in my life that actually said he thought The Godfather was the dumbest movie he's ever seen. I forget who it was. Like, I was at a job or something. We're talking about movies. I said, that movie sucks. It's so bad. I'm like, all right, well, I've never seen it, so I can't really make a judgment opinion.
It's yeah.
It's a movie.
Okay. I'm trying to find it, guys. Give me a second. I apologize if I'm holding anyone up.
You're good.
There are a lot of commentaries I do want to do. I want to do the Joel Schumacher Batman movies.
All right.
And it's funny because we just talked about that. We did the Rocky movie. We did Rocky 1.
Yeah, we did Rocky 1. We did a lot. I did a lot over time, actually. I did the Terminator. I might want to redo that one, I'll tell you the truth.
Yeah, we did, yeah. God, I can't find it. Okay.
Let me pull up the Super Review Show's channel.
So anyway, I think I said I wanted to do, The Room. I think so.
Okay. Oh, okay. So far we've done X-Men Days of Future Past on the channel. We've done Star Trek Into Darkness, Batman versus Superman, Dawn of Justice, the Ultimate Cut, which was a lot better. I'll talk about that in a minute. Captain America: Civil War, Spider-Man 2.1, The Dark Knight, Terminator, Rocky 1, The Three Stooges, which is the fuel for the channel right now. Godfather.
It's still funny that that's like the big.
I don't believe it to this day. Like, how the hell did that do it? Godfather 1998, Apocalypse Now, The Warriors, Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, 2001: A Space Odyssey, Planet of the Apes 1968, Batman: Mask of the Phantasm, and Lord of the Rings, the extended edition. We did all those. Those are all the ones we've done.
Is it bad to say I've never seen the Lord of the Rings?
You're not really missing out, I'll tell you the truth.
Because I heard like the extended cut is like what, 4 hours?
Yeah, the third one's 4 hours long. I mean, I'm not gonna sit through 4 hours of like Mordor and all this crap. So
I don't think I've ever seen a 4-hour.
Gone with the Wind. That's 4 hours.
I've seen a little bit of it.
Okay.
Oh,
how many views is this?
I've seen the Godfather's nearly 3 hours long.
That's true.
Okay. I'm gonna see what I remember off the list because I am having a hard time finding it right now.
I actually did. Hold on.
The one I made that I sent you. I think I put Goodfellas on there.
Oh, we could do that.
How am I funny? Like I'm a clown? I amuse you. I make you laugh. I'm here to amuse you.
Yeah, seriously. No, that movie was great.
What else did I put on there?
I mean, I'm thinking outside of superhero films, like we could obviously do other ones as well. But I'm thinking if we were to do like,
because I did say Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, we could do yeah, that would be interesting. Sci-fi, we could do like I don't know. There's a ton of truth. I also have we could do Mission Impossible. That's another one I could.
Oh, that'd be a good one.
I need have 6 of them. So
yeah. Andrew asked Solo. I wasn't the biggest fan of Solo. You?
Solo or change the pace with an animated movie?
Because I did actually have an animated movie on my list.
We did one animated movie at one point. I'm trying to think of what we did. I can't even think. We did Batman: Mask of the Phantasm. That was actually good.
I'm actually watching it on Netflix. It's
really good.
What was I saying? Animated movie. I had an idea. Since we talked about Tim Burton, how about Nightmare Before Christmas?
You know what? Unpopular opinion here. I do not like that one.
What?
I do not. It doesn't agree with me.
Have you ever even watched it?
I watched it when I was younger. Yes.
Well,
three different times. I'm like, this is just ridiculous.
Well, you were younger. It could change now.
It could change now. I mean, that's one of the ones that like struck people at our age. Like oh, that movie's so great. I'm like, well, no, it's not. So,
okay, I'm gonna say this. It's not great. It's not like I wouldn't put it up there with like any of the big Disney movies like Snow White or Fantasia or Beauty and the Beast. And I know you don't like this one, The Lion King. I wouldn't put it up there with that.
effing hate Lion King. I hate it. So
Do we have to do a commentary so I can sit here and talk about how good it is, and you're gonna sit there and just shoot me down every 30 seconds?
Look, dude.
We might have to do that.
We might have.
Controversy brings cash.
You know what? It kind of does, to be honest with you.
As my very dear friend Lawrence, aka Patchy, would say, controversy brings cash.
It does, though.
So those are two movies, Nightmare Before Christmas and Lion King, we could do commentaries on. And
Spider-Man 3 we could do. Matt says on the chat board. We could also do. Also, Andrew says in the chat board that Lord of the Rings is a great example of a trilogy. I mean, there's also Toy Story. If you take away 4, which I didn't see yet.
I saw 4.
We talked about trilogies last time, right?
Yeah, with Toy Story 4, I thought it was
a good send-off. What are you thinking?
I'm going to be honest here. I think out of the 4 Toy Story movies, I think it was probably my least favorite.
Was this still good though?
I would say it's okay. It did have some things I found hilarious, like Key and Peele play these stuffed animals, and they're absolutely hysterical.
Oh, really? Okay.
Like I could not I was like ready to roll on the floor laughing. There was the there is like the last, I would say aside from Key and Peele, I would say like maybe the last 20, maybe 30 minutes is pretty good.
Yeah.
But it's I think the ending was very nice, but just the rest of the movie, it just wasn't up to, like, for instance, they totally dumbed down Buzz Lightyear.
Really?
I
haven't seen it yet. That's what I'm saying.
They totally dumbed him down. And
Okay.
I'm like sitting there. No. They basically made him, said, what is my inner voice saying? And he pushes the button. If you've seen the other ones, like, to infinity and beyond. And it says something else. He's like, I'm going to listen to my inner voice. I'm like, what? You honestly know that this movie was just made to get as a quick cash grab.
Really? Okay.
But
I haven't seen it yet, so I do know what happens, but I haven't seen it, so I can't, make a judgment.
But that's my thoughts on that. I think but anyway, I think Spider-Man 3 would be a good one. Speaking of bad Spider-Man movies, which one's worse? Spider-Man 3 and okay, chat board, you don't let us down. Answer this question for me. Spider-Man 3 or Amazing Spider-Man 2? Which one would you think was worse?
3.
I think Amazing Spider-Man 2 was worse.
Yeah, I gave some people some suggestions in the chat board.
All right, let's hear what the suggestions.
I gave a couple, but
Okay, Spider-Man 3. Thank you, Matt. We covered Andrew.
The Super Review Show jumped in for a little bit.
Spider-Man 3, like you said, Blade.
Amazing Spider-Man 2 was worse.
Andrew, I agree. I 100% agree with you.
I don't know. I'm going to take back what I said, but I don't know how to answer. It's tough. It's hard to say.
But because here's the thing. Spider-Man 3 is not great. Can we all agree on that?
Nope, it's not.
But at least it's entertaining.
I mean, Amazing Spider-Man 2 was just like, do you remember the marketing campaign for that? That was everywhere.
What, Spider-Man 3?
No, of Amazing Spider-Man 2, there was marketing everywhere. Like, they probably spent $400 million on marketing.
And also the ending, for those who haven't seen it, spoiler alert, when when Stacy, because I remember in the trailer, when I went to go see, what was it, Captain America Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
I went to go see it with Justin. And I remember they showed the trailer and Justin leans to me and he goes, Bill, that's the same outfit she wears in the comic when she dies.
Yeah. That was nice, though. I'm not gonna lie.
But like, but you know what? Like, this thing I will say about Amazing Spider-Man 2 that I think did better than the Raimi movies is at the end when he quits being Spider-Man for a while. You know, his girlfriend just died.
Yeah, it's rough.
While in Spider-Man 2, it was just the stress of the job.
Yeah, no.
And like just like the last 10 minutes, like the thing when you see, and it really does have a human sentiment into it, when you see Peter standing at Gwen's grave for months on end.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's nice. But the thing is, the rest of the movie, I'm sorry, it's just boring. I just find it boring.
There was one moment that made me laugh, and it was the part where J. Jonah Jameson emailed Parker.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was pretty funny. And actually, you know what I heard? I heard J.K. Simmons in my head. Parker!
Did you see you saw the most recent Spider-Man one? What was it? Far From Home?
Yeah.
And at the end, J.K. Simmons makes a cameo appearance as Jonah Jameson.
That's the only thing that they should have brought back.
I remember when we when Justin and I saw that in the theaters and they brought on J. Jonah Jameson, the whole place.
Yeah. Hey, Bill, I just got to give a second to a shout out to the chat board here. The chat board's doing an excellent job over here.
You guys are doing fantastic.
Actually, it says, I am Jetty. It says, congrats, keep on creating and posting. And I want to say thank you for just a shout out to him. So shout out to I am Jetty in the chat board there. Thank you for chiming in to our 700 plus subscriber special. We're doing so well, right? Oh, it took 5 years. And thank you to all the people who watched the Three Stooges movie commentary that we made a while ago. And it's been pumping out almost 240,000 views. Thank you so much.
Yeah, well, I remember when Justin and I were here a couple weeks ago, we were saying we were shocked that was the one that was getting you all the subscribers.
I don't understand it at all. It came out so bad, and yet it's so popular. But things happen. Things are weird for some reason. So, whatever. Things happen. But yeah, let's shift gears one more time before we shift gears. Though, remember, people, donate. Let me get this out of the way. Please donate to this link right here. It's in the description of this video so you all can check it out. We are simply being on a live stream right now so you guys can donate your money to help other people out in New York City with the COVID relief of the New York City Food Bank. None of the money goes through us. It goes directly to the food bank. And
there was no second party. There was no third.
Nothing. $1 feeds 10 meals. Can you imagine what $10 does? $10 does 100 meals. You're feeding people who need to be fed and are sick and are dying. Please jump in the comment section below, in the description below, and help us out by clicking that donation link. And in fact, I will show you all what we're going to do.
Every little bit helps.
We're going to show you all this for a second. Here we go.
Okay.
This is what we're doing right now, all right? I'm going to show you how to do it. Once again, you're going to click on this link right here, donation link. On the bottom left here, underneath the Super Review Show, 705 subscribers. Click on the link. Then after you click on the link, this screen should pop up. And please, 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 please donate. And you can give once. You can donate whatever amount you want to do and help out people in need. And the best way to feel good is to do good. I highly recommend it. Go help out and help out the people of New York City. Thank you so much for watching. So anyways, just a reminder, please do so. Please join us, and together we can help out people who are in need. Bill, share your comments.
Absolutely. Like we're at a time where people listen, as I've been saying this and I sound like a broken record, but this thing is not over. Things are doing much better than the last time we did this 4 months ago. No, 3 months ago. Sorry, 3 months ago.
Yeah.
We're better than where we were in April, but we still got much to do, and people really need help out there. So please I know this is a really tough time financially for a lot of people.
Oh yeah.
But if you just have like $1 or $5 on you, it doesn't have to be, like I said, when we have people who run like foundations or nonprofits on my podcasts, it doesn't have to be Warren Buffett or Bill Gates type money. Just $1 or $5.
Yep. Just whatever.
$5 feeds 50 people, $10 feeds 100 people, $1 feeds 10 people. So every little bit helps.
Please do so, everyone.
Every little bit helps.
And every little bit can help make the world a better place. And we're just doing this. We're doing a small portion of it. There are some YouTubers who are putting out their efforts to do the same thing we're doing, and they're doing it on a much bigger scale of raising, just feeding America or whatever, and they're with their star power. But I really think that we can do just as much on our own time. So I seriously think that this is well worth it. Go help out. Go click the donation link.
So, because got to get a little emotional here. I remember back in the 80s, Mr. Rogers did a special about in the response to the murder of John Lennon, the assassination attempts of Ronald Reagan and Pope John Paul II.
Yeah.
And he told this story at the end, said when there was something bad that happened when he was a kid in the newspaper, he said his mom would look for the people who were trying to help the other person.
Right.
And he said, my mom always said, always look for those who are trying to help. There is always someone who wants to help. And we want to be those people. So we want to help, and I'm sure you guys want to help. Again, we know financially this is a tough time for a lot of people, but please, every little bit helps.
It's true. Every little bit.
Like your dollar could literally go, it could literally be the difference of someone eating or someone starving today. So
yeah,
please. And again, I hate asking for money, but again, this is not going to us. This is going right to the food bank.
Yep. Like I said, guys, just donate. Jump in the description below and help us out. All right. So Andrew brought up something in particular, and we want to talk about it here. So did you guys see, Bill, why don't you read this one? The most recent comment here. Did you guys ever see any of the...
Did you guys see any of the Studio Ghibli films? They put American animated movies to shame. I don't think I really sat down and watched a whole Studio Ghibli movie, Andrew. I've never really been into anime, so for all you anime fans out there, don't kill me.
Yeah, I don't like it. I hate anime. Just let you know, I hate it.
I wouldn't say I hate it. I just never really got into it. But a lot of the movies when they were distributed here,
yeah,
they were actually distributed by what's that guy's name? Miyazaki?
Yeah.
Miyazaki, I think his name is. If I'm wrong, somebody correct me. But Miyazaki was actually is actually good friends with John Lasseter.
Okay.
He had who used to be one of the big things at Pixar.
Yeah.
And also one of the big chiefs at Disney, but he got into some trouble a couple years ago, which we're not gonna get into. But he actually went to John Lasseter, and John Lasseter actually helped him distribute his movies here in America, and they were all distributed by Disney.
I didn't know that.
Because if you watch, because I know, again, I'm not an anime expert, but I know there's like different versions of the movies. There's like the actual Japanese one, and then there's the ones that was distributed by Disney.
Okay. Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about, so you're on your own.
So, yeah, I'm not a huge fan of... Okay, I saw Spirited Away. Okay, 2 comments. Andrew, I don't put them into the same category as anime. They're much better than your standard anime. Okay. Matt, I saw Spirited Away once and a long time ago, and I didn't get it. So,
Bill,
yeah.
I will be right back. I'm gonna run to the bathroom. You're on your own.
Oh, shoot.
I'll be back in 5.
Okay, guys. So I'm gonna need some help here on the chat board. So yeah, I've never really seen any Studio Ghibli movies, but yeah, I'm willing to give it a watch. Matt, what didn't you get about it? And Andrew, why would you say it's better than standard anime? I'm curious to hear what you have to say. Okay, let me just get back to the chat board. So anyway, what's there to talk about? I hate to go back to this, but what other commentaries would you guys want to see? I um I I'm thinking about some more lists for my movie holics. Does anybody have any suggestions? I'd be really curious to see. I want to do top 10 movie moments. Then maybe I'm thinking about maybe doing top 10 Disney opening songs, if that's what people would be interested in. Okay, let's see. Princess Mononoke is considered the best one. Howl's Moving Castle is my absolutely favorite animated movie of all time. Yes, I actually I heard that it's really good. And I don't remember Spirited Away enough to judge. So, yeah. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion, I guess. And like I said, I haven't seen either of them, so I can't really make a judgment. So, yeah, maybe we should do more Studio Ghibli. I'm also thinking about my channel doing a maybe in October. Tell me what you guys would think about this, since we were talking about Batman and talking about The Nightmare Before Christmas. Maybe I would like to do, if you've ever watched Nostalgia Critics Disney-cember, I would like to do like a vlog of like all the Tim Burton movies. Is that something you guys be interested in seeing? I'm really curious to know. Like one movie a day. Like one day I'll do Pee-wee's Big Adventure, then I'll do Beetlejuice, I'll do Batman, I'll do Edward Scissorhands, I'll do Nightmare Before Christmas, I'll do yeah, guys, I've actually been thinking about doing this for a while. So does anybody have any suggestions?
I do.
Really?
Yeah, I'm coming.
All right. Matt, best performance in a film. That would be a good list, though I had no idea what I would pick. Ha ha. Ooh, that's a good list. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep that in mind, Matt. Thank you. So, yeah, that's what I've been thinking about, JT, doing a possible like Tim Burton month every day of October, reviewing a Tim Burton movie. What would you think if I did something like that?
That's pretty good. I like the idea of it.
You know what? Now it's my turn. I got to use a John. You're on your own.
God damn it.
Thankfully, my bathroom's just right here.
My bathroom's right there too. We're slightly unprofessional here, but that's okay. So chat board, what do we leave off at? We were just saying about how anime, best performances in a film, Matt, of all time, best performances in a film or no? Please let me know in the chat board. Let's see, best performance in the chat board. Best performance in the best performance in the chat board. All right, I'm getting text messages that we're live. Best performance. You know what? Chat board, help me out for a second, right? What were some of the best performances in a? Hold on. What were some of your best performances that you personally have seen of all time? Thank you, Matt. Give me a second. Some of the best performances of all time. We can talk about that all day.
Okay, what were we talking about while I was gone?
Well, Matt brought up a great question. He said, what were some of the best performances of all time in your opinion? I think Tom Hanks' Forrest Gump could be up there. I think Tom Ribbons from what is it? Tom Ribbons from Shawshank Redemption and Morgan Freeman from
Tim
Shawshank.
Robbins, you mean?
Yeah, thank you. Was it?
Tim Robbins.
Yeah, Tim, not Tom. Sorry.
Shame.
Sorry. Best performances of all time. I think, despite whatever some people may hate it or love it, Forrest Gump, Tom Hanks' Forrest Gump it's iconic.
I liked Forrest Gump. What do you think?
I liked it quite a bit. I don't believe it was one of, as a movie, like 1994. Look, go ahead and go back and look at what came out. Andrew Bard's up a good one. You can touch on that in a second. I was gonna say there's a Forrest Gump, the big three that came out in 1994.
Here I was born, actually.
What's that?
That was
you were
where I was
born?
born.
Look at you being a film fan.
St. Patrick's Day, 1994, the day when William Francis Patrick Murphy entered the world.
Nice. Way to go. Pulp Fiction, Shawshank Redemption, and Forrest Gump all come out in the same year, as well as The Lion King, as well as Dumb and Dumber. Bill, do me a favor really quick. I'll answer Matt's question more in a minute. Can you look up on Wikipedia or something all the movies that came out that year?
All the movies that came out in 1994?
I claim, based on everything I know, True Lies came out then.
What, you mean like the best or just the movies that came out in 1994?
All the movies that came out in 1994, because apparently I believe it was the best year for film. Now, Forrest Gump won Best Picture at the Oscars. Let me just touch on this for a second. We don't have to go into a big conversation about it, but Forrest Gump won Best Picture at the Oscars that year. I don't disagree with it, but you got to look at what else is out there. I personally believe that Shawshank should have won at Best Picture in 1994, but that's me. Both films are outstanding. They are iconic. They stand the test of time as great stories.
According to IMDb, movies that were released in 1994,
Go ahead.
Forrest Gump is number 3, Pulp Fiction's number 2, and Shawshank is number 1.
As far as what, like popularity goes?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Wait, those go by user ratings. You know that, right?
Yeah, I kind of knew that.
The Forrest Gump has what, an 8?
I'll tell you in a second.
Okay.
Has an 8.8.
What does Shawshank have?
9.3.
Okay, so that's what I kind of figured. It may deviate a little bit, but that's what the users rated as. That goes by how many 10s that the users give it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna read down the list if that's okay with you.
Go for it. We got all day.
Like I said, Shawshank's number 1, Pulp Fiction's number 2.
Yeah.
I really like Pulp Fiction. Forrest Gump is number 3, like I said.
Yeah.
Number 4 is The Mask.
The original, right?
Yeah, from 1994. I saw it a while ago, but I saw it when I was a kid, but I barely remember. Leon the Professional, never saw it. The Lion King, which JT hates, I absolutely love.
I can't stand it. It just doesn't make sense to me. I even told my family that on Christmas. They're like, "What? You don't like that?" I'm like, "I hate it. Sorry. Fight me."
Speed, never saw it.
Speed? No.
Legends of the Fall.
Heard about that one.
Stargate.
Stargate?
Yeah.
Wow.
Interview with the Vampire Chronicles.
Okay.
D2, The Mighty Ducks, which I thought that was okay, of the Mighty Ducks movies. I thought that was okay.
Yeah.
I like the first one the best, but D2 is pretty good. Little Women, there's like 32 adaptations of that. True Lies, which I haven't seen.
Oh my God.
What?
True Lies you haven't seen?
I have not seen True Lies.
What is wrong with you?
Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, I haven't seen.
Yeah. That's what.
Oh God, I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this. I've never really seen Dumb and Dumber.
Oh my God. See all the films that came out that year though?
Yeah, Natural Born Killers. I heard that's a bit controversial. I haven't seen it. The Little Rascals.
Yeah.
Flintstones. The Crow.
Okay.
I keep hearing that's great.
Didn't Darkman come out then, or was that 1991?
What movie?
Sam Raimi's Darkman.
I don't know. I can look at that in a second. 4 Weddings and a Funeral.
Okay.
One of my childhood favorites, Angels in the Outfield.
Baseball?
Yeah.
Okay.
With Danny Glover and a very young Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Okay.
Street Fighter.
Ooh, okay.
The Client. Muriel's Wedding. The Specialist. Clear and Present Danger. Little Giants, another childhood favorite. Oh, another Tim Burton. Ed Wood.
Oh, Edward Scissorhands?
No, Ed Wood. It's about the director, Ed Wood. Camp Nowhere, Baby's Day Out, Heavenly Creatures, Clerks, which I've seen. Matt, I watched that with you, Matt. Remember that?
Oh my God.
The Next Karate Kid.
Gotta get 2?
No, it's just called The Next Karate Kid.
All right.
Disclosure. Oh yeah. If you've there was on the show Big Mouth, they did an episode when they were doing a musical adaptation of the movie Disclosure, which was released in 1994. Highly recommend watch that episode. It's hilarious.
All right. Let's do a couple more and then we'll finish up. We'll go. I want to touch on the best performances of all time. We got sidetracked by 19.
Naked Gun, 33 1/3.
Great movie.
The Adventures of Priscilla, Queen of Desert. Chungking Express. Blank Check, which I have not seen, but I've seen the Nostalgia Critics review of it. It looks awful. The Jungle Book. There was actually a 1994 adaptation of it.
Oh, wow.
Wolf, Color of the Night, Maverick, Tammy and the T-Rex, Reality Bites, 3 Colors Red, Beverly Hills Cop 3.
Okay.
Star Trek Generations, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, and Wes Craven's New Nightmare, which there is more, but there's 3,368, and we don't have time to go through all of those. Okay, so we were talking about best performances, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna look up some because I can't think of much off the top of my head. But
Well, here's one that you might kill me for.
yeah, what?
Heath Ledger as the Joker in The Dark Knight.
I figured. Yeah. Okay, I got a couple for you.
All right, let's hear him.
Let's see, chat board. Let's see if you guys know this. Jodie Foster and Anthony Hopkins in Silence of the Lambs.
Oh, that's on Netflix. I should go watch that.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I'm having a friend over for dinner.
That's right. I haven't seen it, but based on everything I know, Jack Nicholson in The Shining and One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Oh, you've never seen The Shining?
And then the sad part is I've been to Colorado and I've been at the hotel. So
that I've seen both. You've never seen either of those movies? The Shining, I love because I'm not gonna kill you. I'm just gonna bash your brains in. And it just shows how really someone can go
crazy.
And you want to know what the funny thing about that is?
What?
Stephen King didn't like it.
That's right. No, because when I was okay, really quick backstory. I went to the original Stanley Hotel, like the one that Stephen King stayed at, and I saw room 217. Okay, like over for Christmas break this year.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, they're pretending that it's the hotel he stayed at, and he wrote the book in. It was not the actual hotel they filmed it in, but that's up in Oregon, so it's all right.
Yeah, but Stephen King did not like The Shining.
Yeah, I know. That's one of the things the guy said. He's like, I didn't like this, and then it became one of the biggest things ever. So.
And also, you never saw One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest?
I have only seen the trailer and I've only seen a clip, so that's it.
I saw it when I was in high school when I took psychology. They showed it to us.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Really good. That is a really good movie, and I do agree. I think Jack Nicholson was good in both of those.
Yeah, he was. You know who was really good actually, and I actually forget.
What?
I'm gonna go. I hate to say I'm gonna go classical in this, but I'm gonna say. I'm actually gonna say that as I look it up on my phone. Who played Norman Bates in Psycho? Who was that actor?
Anthony Perkins.
In the first one?
Yeah, the 60.
Yeah. Freaky. I'm thinking like that. For some reason that popped in my head. But another one I would say is Jimmy Stewart in Vertigo. Or like classic wise.
You're going real old school here.
I'm thinking hard. What's another one that I couldn't? There's another one. Oh my god. Clint Eastwood in The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. No?
No, I've never seen Good, Bad, and the Ugly, but
What the fuck?
I'm not a Western guy.
Oh God, Bill. I'm just gonna jump off to the chat board said Matthew McConaughey in Interstellar, and someone said Heath Ledger's the Joker. Yep.
I have a few thoughts.
Go ahead.
Okay, I haven't seen Interstellar.
Me neither have I. Still.
What about Robert De Niro in Taxi Driver?
You know, that was one of the ones I looked up with like the best performances of all time. Like, hey, you talking to me?
There's actually a funny story about that when he was
I got one. I got another one. Go ahead.
When he was when Robert De Niro was actually prepping the role, he actually got a cab license and everything. Okay. And he drove and he picked someone up. And the person asked, "Hey, Rob, what is the act? Is the acting career giving you a hard time?" And he goes, "No, I'm researching a role." He goes, "No, I'm researching a role."
That's funny.
But yeah, that movie that shows that he plays a deeply deranged.
Yeah, he really does.
And there was also a controversy about 4 years later that or 4 or 5 years later
With what?
What's his face when John Hinckley shot President Reagan, and that was the day Reagan was shot was actually supposed to be the day of the Oscars.
Oh, really? Okay.
And they actually postponed it a day because of what happened. Oh, and also there was when they had Hinckley in custody, they were telling that he basically shot Reagan because he wanted to impress Jodie Foster.
Oh my God! Really?
In Taxi Driver, and the irony is Jodie Foster is actually a lesbian.
Well, there you go.
That didn't work, did it? And also that day on the Oscars, you know who won an Oscar?
Who?
Robert De Niro won for Raging Bull. And then you know afterwards, like we're not laughing at the fact that the president was shot, but like afterwards, you know, when after the person wins the Oscar, they go off and talk to the press.
Yeah.
And the press goes, what do you think that John Hinckley was actually inspired by Taxi Driver to shoot Reagan? And Robert De Niro just walked off the stage. But I think Taxi Driver was actually I think in that performance he's just really into it. And another favorite performance of mine, this is from one of my favorite movies of the modern era.
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio in The Wolf of Wall Street.
That's literally what me and Matt were just talking about in the chat board.
Oh no, seriously.
Yeah, he said Wolf of Wall Street and The Departed.
I did really like The Departed. The scene when I really like that scene when he's arresting Matt Damon. And yeah, but Leo DiCaprio, I'm going to say this about Wolf of Wall Street. I haven't seen The Revenant, but I think The Wolf of Wall Street should have been his Oscar winner.
Yeah.
I think that should have been his Oscar winner. And there was actually, sorry, I'm bringing up all these random stories, but there was when he was preparing for the role to be Jordan Belfort, the guy who the movie was about, he actually he was actually hanging out with Jordan Belfort, and you've seen the movie, right?
Me?
Yeah, The Wolf of Wall Street. You haven't seen it?
Oh God.
Okay. There's a scene in the movie where they're taking Quaaludes,
Okay.
which is Jordan Belfort developed an addiction to Quaaludes, and when you take too many, you have first when you take one, you're just basically loopy, and
Right.
but when you take too many, it does like really screw you up. Like there's a scene in the movie when Belfort takes like so many of them, and he's like trying to, and he drives his country club to use the phone because the FBI is like phone tap is like listening on his phone calls.
Yeah.
And then he's like talking to Rob Reiner. No, not Rob Reiner. I was talking to the friend of his, and he goes, "Yeah, I'm at the country club." What? I'm at the country club. And he goes, "Are you high?" And then he's like, on the floor. He's like having a seizure. Basically, he's like, not that I'm making fun of seizures, but
yeah.
He said, "I developed a new phase of this, the cerebral palsy phase." And he's like trying to get back to his car. He goes, "Okay, I'll just crawl like my baby does." Damn it, she makes it look so easy. But anyway, in preparation for that scene, the real Jordan Belfort was actually showing Leo what happens when you take too many Quaaludes with your body.
Oh my
And
God.
he's like, "Okay, Leo, you get the floor, you do this." And then Leo's dad actually walks in when they're doing it.
Oh no.
He's probably sitting there looking like, "What are you guys doing?"
Oh my God.
So, yeah, but I think I think that was Leo's Gordon Gekko. Like from Wall Street, I think that was Leo's Gordon Gekko.
Yeah.
You haven't seen it? You have not seen The Wolf of Wall Street? Shame! Everyone, shame, 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 shame. And whilst you're shaming, donate to the New York City Food Bank. Shame, shame.
All right, chillax, homie.
Okay, I think I've roasted you enough right now.
You've roasted me enough right now. My face is red. I don't know if you can tell.
Ooh. Yeah, JT's face is beat red right now.
I haven't seen this movie. I know. I haven't. You're all killing me.
He's probably sitting there thinking, "Why did I have Bill on again?"
Why did Bill come on again?
Okay, go on.
No, I was just gonna say, like, what time is it? It's 4. We've been going for like an hour and a half. That's great. So we haven't been like another hour and a half, roughly. No, hour and like 20, an hour and 10 to 20 minutes. Yeah.
We haven't gotten thrown off the internet yet, so we're doing something right.
We're doing something right, which is fantastic. I don't know. That's a good question. I'm just gonna, while we're thinking of our next topic, chat board, help us out. All right, so give us something else to talk about. Whatever, that's fine. And actually, no, I have one thing to say after I mentioned that the fact that we're doing this for the New York City Food Bank. Plug again. For those of you who don't know, you can actually click on the link below that's called the donation link, and you can click and donate. $1 is 10 meals, $10 is 100 meals, go on and so forth. You're helping a lot of people out in New York City, and I really think that if you would, it takes you to, if you do good, you feel good, and that's all that matters. So please donate to the New York City Food Bank. Bill, help me out here. Why should people do this?
Because we're in a time where people are losing their jobs. They can't support themselves. They need to eat. They need to survive. And like I've been saying this 100 times already, and I'll say it 100 more. People might think this thing is on its way out, but no, people are still struggling. So please, every little bit helps.
Every bit helps. It's the truth, everyone. So please, if you can lend a helping hand, please do so. Like we said about an hour ago, the money does not go to us. It goes straight to them. If you can donate straight to them, that's all that matters, and give us a helping hand. So thank you so much for everything you've done so far today. And thank you so much for talking to us and having such a wonderful time here on the Super Review Show.
Hey, we're not going away yet. So if you guys have more topics, please, we'd love to discuss some shit.
Oh yeah, I do have a point of conversation to go off of actually.
Let's hear it.
All right, so here's the deal. There's two things regarding the YouTube channel. We talked about movie commentaries, talked about other things as well. Two other things I'd like to just point out. Number one, this is indeed our 700 subscriber special. I'd like to go back really quick on the back history of the channel really quick, just for a brief moment.
Okay.
I mentioned this before when we first started about how I started this channel because I wanted to talk movies, I wanted to talk music, I wanted to talk just fun things in general. And look where it has gone because of my movie commentaries and because of the Three Stooges. It has now reached over 700 subscribers, and I cannot believe it. I don't believe it at all. Actually, the fact that my channel is being pumped up by this one video, and as well as the support of all of you watching at home and giving us support. Without your help and without you, our channel would be nowhere. And it's not my channel, it's our channel. Bill joined in later. Andrew has always been a part of it. And we've done movie commentaries. We've all had a good time. It's just the truth.
Yeah.
I want to thank you all so much. And Bill, I want to thank you actually as well, because you're here for helping me out with this pumping content out, good content that people can watch and enjoy and share their love of film and music and all this other stuff. So thank you for chiming in.
It is an absolute pleasure. And if it's okay, I'd like to talk about how I got on the channel, if that's okay.
Yeah, go ahead. And then I'm going to mention the other thing, but go ahead.
Okay. How I got on the channel was, like I said, I was busy with Movieholics Productions. I think the first time I did it with you, I did something with you on this channel. I think it was the rock talk of Pink Floyd's The Wall.
Yes.
It was you, me, and Kyle.
Yeah, we took Pink Floyd, right? The Wall.
Yeah, we did which is a movie that I think we should actually do a commentary of.
We could definitely do that. I mean,
yeah, but I'll be honest, a little
it's a trip.
It's trip, and it deals with everybody's favorite upbeat topics: depression, isolationism, and the happiest of topics, fascism. But anyway, yeah, it was first the Pink Floyd's The Wall, and then I remember later that day we did a review of, what was it, Black Panther?
Yeah, it was a while ago, yeah.
Yeah, and then like a few months later, you wanted me to do a commentary with you, Kyle, Tim, I think it was Dan, when we did the Dark Knight commentary.
We did the Dark Knight, yeah.
And then we did like 2 rock talks that night.
That was after the Dark Knight, and I uploaded all of it.
And I remember it was the Def Leppard one, and I looked at you and said, it's like you guys, he said, it's like we never left.
I know.
We've been here for hours. Loved it.
It was great. Good times.
But yeah, and now that, since Justin has moved, I told him, and we were thinking about say, hey, why don't we just
merge?
Why don't we just basically merge? Then you could basically do commentaries and stuff with me, and then I can, when we do movie reviews, if we ever get to go back to a movie theater,
yeah, agreed, we
can do we can do reviews. We can do reviews. Yeah. And yeah, you know what? Like, this is the longest I've gone without doing a movie review.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah. So anyway, you were okay. So what was the other thing you wanted to mention?
I wanted to mention, I was going through our channel about a day or two ago. I forget how long ago it was. I was looking through the channel just to get new content published, and I know you're going to read that. Bill, you want to read that in a second. We're just waiting until I'm done with this.
Yeah, Matt, we'll get to your comment in 1 second. We promise.
We did a Super Review Show 24-hour marathon, 3 different times before you guys merged in. And Bill, when I tell you the truth, that I fell asleep for the last, I stayed up till 2 or 3, and I was like, all right, I'm done. And I woke up at 7. That was that. But we still did it.
Wait, you were up to 2 or 3 in the morning?
Yeah, and then
my friend, those are rookie numbers. There were times in college I was up to 4 or 4:30 in the morning.
I know.
Doing some stuff.
I have pulled all-nighters, but it's all right. So anyways, I was gonna say, I'm tossing around the idea of doing another one at some point.
Okay, I gotta see. Would I have to stay for the whole 24 hours, or?
If you're gonna stay, you'd have to stay over. That's of course the deal. You'd have to stay over here and help out overnight. I mean, whoever can come during the day, that's great, and then go home after that. Whoever wants to, like, you know what I mean? Like, we could do that, but maybe something.
Like Justin and I could drop in for a couple hours.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like here though. Like,
Yeah.
I could show you how everything works and set everything up. How easy it is, and that way we don't have to do a Zoom. We could just do it all here. Because for people who don't know, when I do it on Zoom with Bill, do the Super Review Show live on YouTube, I actually have to pay Zoom to do it. We could all do it for 24 hours on Zoom, but I'm the one with the channel login information. I'm this, so I have to stay up all night. Now that being said, if we do it all here, we have a whole setup if need be. We have the old green screen and curtain and stuff. We have all this stuff that we could use to help.
Yeah. So once this thing gets once this thing calms down, we could come and do a 24-hour live stream.
Yeah, and I could show Bill. I could actually you. I could show whoever else wants to do with us, who's on the crew, if you will, to help us out.
Maybe we could see if Justin's around, if he comes up, and we can do it with him.
Yeah, we could definitely do something. I just don't know where, because Bill, I'm not going to give it too much away, but we have space to do it now, and we have like a whole stock fridge, get pizza, stuff like that. So we'll figure that out, you know.
So I would love to do that.
Our previous shows are our previous live streams are on the channel, still.
Yeah, but like let's say if I was to do it, I wouldn't have to stay like the full 24 hours, would I?
You know, I have to, but I mean,
it's your channel, so.
Yeah, I have to.
How would you guys want to see that? A 24-hour stream, like.
Oh god! And then,
but it was actually a joke. We actually shared this last time. I was talking to Justin, and his friend was in his apartment, and this friend was nagging him about something, and be like, "How long is this podcast gonna be?" He goes, "I said we gotta." Okay, I don't want to say nagging. Was telling him about something, because that's kind of mean. I don't like to use that word nagging. But anyway, this friend would say, "You got to clean this apartment," and I was telling, he's going, "So Bill, it's like we're busy with this podcast tonight." Going, "How long is it going to be? A couple hours?" Goes, 24. Said, "You want to make it about 6 hours?" Go, "How about 7?" Goes, "How about 8?" Goes, 24-hour podcast.
It's a long podcast, my God.
When he was doing the live, when we were doing the live stream, because they thought it was a podcast, with you and when he was doing it with us about 2 weeks ago, that's what he said. Goes, 24-hour live stream.
Oh my God.
It's like,
it's just a lot. It's a lot to do. It's a lot.
You have to be up for 24 hours straight.
I have to sleep in like the first day. I have to do nothing, and then I have to do something like the next day. I gotta sleep as late as possible. We started at like 10 or 11, and then we just go all day, and then we just go all night, and then we do it until like basically 10 or 11 hours.
All day and all night.
Yeah, exactly. And I have the next time you're over here, I'll show you the setup and all that stuff for doing it. So.
Yeah, it sounds good. When's that going to be? We have no idea.
Yeah, we have no idea. I mean, you can come over whenever you want, but you know that. So.
Yeah, but
all right, let me adjust this question in the chat board. Matt Hemsley, what do you guys think about the Oscars? Do you think they should be taken seriously or looked at as an accurate judge of one of the best movies in any given year? So should the Oscars be taken seriously?
You know, Matt, buddy, that is an excellent question.
It really is. I'll let you go first.
The thing is, and I'm going to piggyback this off a topic I did on my sports podcast, if that's okay.
Go ahead.
About a month ago, I think it was, we did a top 5 athletes who never won a championship.
Right.
And, you know, like, for instance, Red Sox outfielder Ted Williams, probably one of the greatest ball players of all time. He never won a World Series ring. Yeah. But he's still considered one of the greatest ever. But when it comes to movies, you know, one thing that's brought up is, like, for instance, Citizen Kane is considered the greatest movie of all time, but it didn't win Best Picture.
Right.
You know, to me, I really don't know what would be if the Oscars are accurate or not. If you know, if but I think the thing is, I think they need to be taken with a grain of salt, because there is two types of movies, in my opinion. There's movies that audiences like you and I would consider great, but there's only movies that, like, you know, critics would only consider great.
Yeah.
So, but you know, I want to hear what you say. Maybe I can bounce more off that.
I don't know. I mean, like, it's kind of hard to say, to tell you the truth, because the Oscars, they kind of have fallen into that category. I mean, for the hardcore film fan community, they are everything to everyone. Like, there's it's everything. Like, Oscar night for the film fan community is like, oh, it's so great. We get to see what film came out and won Best Picture, won Best Director, Best Actor, Best Actress, you know, whatever, right? But no one cares outside of the hardcore community, at least what I've seen. Like, for instance, I watched, what was it, last year? The 2019 Oscars with Queen. Queen did the opening ceremony.
No, 2018.
2018, yeah. That Oscars. I was with my grandparents, and they were watching, and they have their own personal opinion of, like, watching those shows, because they categorize all the shows, like the Grammys, the Oscars, the Emmys, the Tonys, they categorize all those into one big mesh of bleh, and they don't care. That's just them. I don't know about the rest of the planet. Like, unless, like, certain people are tuning in. Yeah, you have to look at the statistics for it as far as who's tuning in and who is actually, like, because if it's a smaller number, like, than you would think, then that would mean that there's less of people coming in who's watching the Oscars that actually care about the film. Whereas, because my personal opinion is, no one in my house, no one in my family watches the Oscars, even my extended family. I'll only watch it if it's like, I've heard, like, there's this movie that I thought, like, was nominated for this or that I thought it was cool.
Like, I watch the Oscars every year. Like, for instance, I still haven't seen Parasite yet. It's on Hulu. I should watch that, like, soon. But, you know, my brother saw it and he said it was really good. But you know, like, I really wanted 1917 to win.
Right.
Because that was my number one movie of 2019.
Of course.
Was 1917. But I really excuse me.
Very good.
My throat got a little dry. But anyway, I don't think a movie that wins the Best Picture should be considered the end-all, be-all. Like, for instance, in that Oscar that you brought up, the 2019 where they had Queen playing.
Yeah. That caught their attention, but that was about it.
The winner of the Best Picture was the movie Green Book.
Yeah, and yeah.
Which I will admit, I've seen it. I did like the movie, but I remember when that movie won Best Picture, people were pissed.
Yeah, because there's a very well other contenders as well.
Well, because also they were saying that there were some, like, there's two reasons why they were pissed at it. One was for because they said that there were some falsehoods in it, but
okay,
that there were some falsehoods. But here's what I got to say about the falsehood. The falsehoods are, like, listen, movies that are based on a true story, take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah, because there's got to be some liberties taken.
They got to take some liberties, because I'm sure, like, in some incidences, I think this is true. I'm not 100% sure. Somebody fact check me on this. Like let's say if they made a movie about you and me,
Right.
it's based on a true story, and let's say I die in some tragic accident, which I hope doesn't happen.
Right.
And let's say you wanted to make a movie, you would have to ask my any of my living relatives, like let's say if I had a wife and kids or my brother, you would actually have to ask my family to use my name.
Okay.
I think that's how it goes. You would have to ask my family to use my name.
Okay.
Or they would have to say, or let's say I gave you permission. Yeah, you can use my name.
Yeah.
But one of the things, like the falsehoods that was made in Green Book, is that the movie was lied, that Don Shirley and Tony weren't really friends. They may have respected each other, but he just worked for him. But because I think that one of Don Shirley's nephews or siblings came out and said that, and one of the white guy, Tony, his son came out and said, no, he was around our house a lot. He gave me ice skates for a birthday present one year. Yeah, him and my dad were friends. And when Don Shirley actually said to Tony's, Viggo Mortensen's character, Tony, he said to his son, and he said, listen, if you want to make, because he was one of the producers, and he said, if you do make a movie, wait till we're both gone. But
right.
that was one of the reasons why. And the other reason why people didn't like it goes into more controversial territory.
Right.
I'll briefly explain it. We're not going to go on a 3-hour conversation about it.
Yeah.
If that's okay, I'm just going to talk about in general.
Yeah, go ahead. Just keep it brief.
The reason why people didn't like the movie is because it has what's called the white savior complex.
Okay.
And that's why people really didn't like it. And because the other contender, Black Klansman, did a better job in showing relations into that type of topic, which is a great movie, by the way. Have you ever seen it, Black Klansman?
I don't think I've heard of it, so I'm probably not.
It is really good.
Okay.
It's about a cop who goes undercover to infiltrate the Ku Klux Klan.
Yeah.
I highly recommend give it a watch.
Really good.
It's played by John David Washington. Denzel Washington's son is actually in it.
Okay.
He plays the main character, and also John David Washington's cop partner in the movie is actually played by Adam Driver.
Oh, really?
AKA Kylo Ren.
Yeah.
Yeah, but getting back to the question at hand, I would say take it with a grain of salt. I don't think they should be an accurate judge. Like, because I think everybody has a different perspective of a movie that's great. Like, and there's always those upsets, like,
yeah,
there's always those upsets, like, and that people were yelling, this movie should have won. Like, a prime example would be 1998 when Driving Miss Daisy beat out Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah.
And people were saying, oh, well, Saving Private Ryan should have won. Or even now, when we just talk about 1994, there are people who are yelling either Shawshank or Pulp Fiction should have beat Forrest Gump.
Yeah, still to this day.
And yeah, that's still a big, heavy conversation now.
Yeah. Billy, why don't you check the chat board? There's something for you there.
I agree with Bill. The best picture shouldn't be the end-all, be-all, even though I love watching the Oscars and Oscars trivia. This is all from Matt. A lot of the movies that have won Best Picture aren't watched or celebrated over time because, well, it's not like I did a list on this a few months ago that I'm going to shamelessly promote. A couple months ago, I did my, what was it? Top 10 Oscar non-winners.
Right. I remember that.
And, he said a lot of them aren't celebrated over time. But I think you have those that are celebrated, like Gone with the Wind, Casablanca, The Godfather.
Yeah. Didn't you do one that for the movie Holics channel, right?
Yeah, it's called Top 10 Oscar Non-Winners.
Okay, I remember that. I remember when you uploaded that. Oh,
So,
Shakespeare in Love beat Saving Private Ryan, not Driving Miss Daisy.
yeah, I said Shakespeare in Love.
No,
Wait,
no,
did
no.
I say did I say Driving Miss Daisy?
I think you said Driving Miss Daisy.
No, I
No,
think I may have said Shakespeare.
Driving Miss Daisy came out in 1988, I think, 1991, something like that. And Saving Private Ryan was 98.
Yeah, I think I'm. If I said Driving Miss Daisy, I apologize.
Right.
I
All right.
apologize. I think I said Shakespeare in Love, though, Matt. I could be wrong.
All right. You're good.
This is why we have fact check.
We do. We've been going for over 2 hours now.
Okay, so anyone have any other questions? I'm curious.
Questions, comments, concerns, fact check. What is going on in our lives outside of Super Review Show? You said Driving Miss Daisy, Bill.
I did?
Yeah.
Okay, looks like I got to go on my apology tour. I am very sorry for getting the dates mixed up.
It's like a decade, too.
I know. I that was a Freudian slip. I knew it was Shakespeare in Love. Because I knew Driving Miss Daisy was also a controversial, that something else should have won that year. Because Watch Mojo did a top 10 worst Best Picture winner list a couple years ago. If you want to go check that out. Yeah, so we are very sorry for I'm very sorry for my misfact. I ask that you please forgive me. Thank you.
You're good.
That is my apology tour.
You're good.
So yeah, you got any okay, so what do you want to talk about now?
Well, we talked a lot about movies and what channel going on. So, wait, how could we do this without plugging this really quick? Let's plug this.
Okay, donate below to the New York City Food Bank. $1 fee gives you 10 meals. $10 gives you 100 people. Please help these people out now. They need some help. And like I said, your dollar could be a difference of if a person eats today or not. So
very true. It's very factual, and you need to help. And the best way to do good is to feel good, ladies and gentlemen. The best way to do good and feel good is to donate now. Donate. The link is in the description of the video, so you all can check it out. It's called Donation Link, and it sends you directly to their donation page. Please do so right now. Thank you so much. What are we talking about?
Okay, we talked a lot about movies.
Do we talk a lot? Oh, by the way, Matt forgives you.
What was that?
Matt forgives you.
Matt forgives me. Thank you, Matt. I am now absolved. And that was my apology tour. I hate apology tours.
That's all right.
Anyway, okay, well, what else can we talk about now?
We have 44 minutes.
Okay, so what's going on in your life outside Super Review Show?
Well, Super Review Show is my life, but outside of it, no, we're doing well. I've been taking it easy. For those of you who don't know, I had foot surgery on both my feet.
Yeah, my dad just had hip surgery, so I know how that is.
It's a pain in the ass, man. I'll tell you the truth. And my feet are still hurting. So haven't been. This is like the first time I've moved. Like I've been sitting down in a reclining chair for most of the days, the past couple of weeks. But this is like my first day on the laptop, other than the other week. So no, but it's been good. It's been good. My recovery time was well. Now, whenever I go to an airport and I go through the metal detector thing, I have to hold up 2 cards for both my ankles, and now the people are like, "Oh, come here, sir." You know, and I'm like, "I'm just my ankles." You know, I got 2 metal pegs in my feet. So
I might have to. I wonder if my dad has to get that.
Does your dad have flat feet?
No. He just had hip surgery a couple weeks ago.
Oh, with the cards?
I don't know if he needs the cards or not. So
is it metal?
No, I think it's titanium. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I'm in no position to give medical advice.
I'm just wondering.
But
man, I hit my hip. That's been going. They're going to talk about doing the other foot for like a last minute thing. So to do it soon. I don't know. We're going to see. Yeah, no, things have been going good. I've been doing all right, hanging in there. I'm having a party on Saturday, but that's beside the point.
Oh God!
I said that live on Super Review Show's YouTube channel. Now I'm gonna be rated. But no one knows where I live, so it's okay.
They don't know where you live.
They don't know anything.
So me,
Yeah. What about you?
I've been okay. I'm just waiting to hear back from my job, which I don't want to get too personal here, but it's not looking that great. So
Sorry,
just because of everything, so I might have to start looking for a new job soon.
Yeah. Well, it's all right. You'll figure it out, though.
Yeah. Also, I've been very busy with my podcast,
That's
which
good.
not like I've talked about. Do you mind if I talk about it just a bit? Okay, so my podcast is called the Sports Insanity Podcast.
Okay.
It's actually a rehash of my old college sports show. Back when I was at a certain community college that you also went to for a bit.
Yes.
We were never in the same college though, because when you got there, I had already transferred. So
yeah, it's okay.
It's a show. It's actually, this was our college show that we did back when we were freshman, sophomore, and I took an extra year there. We back then it was just a straight up sports show. We just talked about, be like, Yankees won, Mets lost, Jets won, Giants lost.
Yeah.
But now, we actually brought this back and people were thinking, okay, this is like the worst time to bring it back because all sports have been, But
they're canceled for now, yeah.
Around the NFL draft, this was April. I remember that Thursday I texted my very good friend and partner, Dan Ryans, aka Danny Boy Reginald. I texted him like, dude, well, I don't know. We weren't texting, excuse me. We were on a Zoom chat with another mutual friend of ours. Okay, actually it was Google Hangouts, but people aren't going to go and fact check what we were talking on. So, but anyway, I said, hey, NFL draft's coming up. You want to talk about it? And we can maybe bring it back as a one-time thing. Goes, why be one time? Maybe when sports come back, we can do a full, thing. And then we said, and then I said, okay. And then we called our other friend / partner, Lawrence Lang, aka Patchy. And we said, dude, we're getting the band back together. You in? And he's like, I'm in. I'm so in. So at first it was going to be a one-time thing, but then we were talking about like reopening sports and everything and said, well, I have a friend who works for Sports Illustrated who is a baseball writer. If we do a show next week, let's get him on. So that's what we did. And then after that goes, okay, well, if we have a show next week, be like, no, if we're having a show. And I'm like, well, what are we going to talk about? Goes, we'll figure something out. But I kind of like the format we're doing better now because, like, don't get me wrong, back when we were at the college station, we had better equipment. Then we had a soundboard and everything. Now it's just basically computers, mic, Zoom, headphones, but we put some bells and whistles on and edit in. But I feel like now it's not just a straight up sports show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the straight up, okay, this team won, this team lost, this team looks good, this team looks like shit. It's more, we're going into more topics. Like for instance, last month we did a whole thing about the sports world reaction to the George Floyd.
Yeah.
We did a thing on that. Just this week we covered, we did the whole thing about the Redskins, how they're changing their name.
Okay.
We've had some good interviews. Like I said, I have a friend.
Who have you had on?
I've had a friend of mine who is, if it's okay, I'm not going to give out any names, if that's okay.
You're good.
Because I would like to protect their privacy.
Of course, I got you.
I had a friend of mine who was a former sports writer.
Yeah.
Well, he's not a former. He's actually a sports writer at Sports Illustrated. He came on. We would talk about reopening. We had we've had some friends on of ours who just come on to BS. We've had two people from like charities who one of them is actually a friend of Danny Boy Reginald, who runs a charity called Family Ballpark Memories.
Right.
They provide sports tickets for low income families.
Okay.
They provide tickets for low income families to so they can have a chance to go to the game. And the recent one we had on, there's this girl who I know through the most recent guest we had on. There's this girl that I know because her mom was actually one of my teachers in high school. Okay. And so her daughter, this girl who we had on, when she was 9, she was diagnosed with a brain tumor.
Oh God.
She's doing good now. So what they did is she was big into lacrosse. Okay. They reached out. Right now, she was at the time she was playing lacrosse, and her lacrosse coach reached out to a college lacrosse women's team at the Northwestern University. Yeah. And they reached out to her, and she saw them play, and she basically became an honorary team member, basically. And they set up a foundation that pairs up college sports teams with kids who have cancer.
Wow.
And I got to tell you, JT, I'm going to be straight up honest with you. I literally had to hold back the tears sometimes during that interview. I was like, it was a great interview. And I'm like, because like we did that separately from the show. Like after we wrapped it up, I actually literally had to step outside and take a few minutes to compose myself, because I was like, wow, it was just a really big, like, go watch the interview. It's not like dark and depressing. It's a really upbeat interview, but you feel like, you hear some things that just makes you never take anything for granted. So that was probably my favorite interview. That, and also one we did back in college, there was a gentleman who we knew, who walked as in one foot in front of the other from Legends Field, the Yankee Spring Training Complex in Florida, to Yankee Stadium in the Bronx.
Jeez.
He literally walked.
Wow.
He did it for Wounded Warriors. And he did it for Wounded Warriors, and he did it in honor of his nephew, who sadly passed away during the 9/11 attacks and left behind a 1-year-old son. He was just a real hoot. We love this guy. He was great. And it's kind of sad because unfortunately this gentleman passed away back in March.
Yeah.
So he was a good man, great guy. And but yeah, with the current podcast, we're actually everything's been confirmed today. Next week, we're actually doing a debate on sports gambling.
Really?
We have someone who's the CEO of a sports book company that handles like sports gambling, and we got a guy who runs an anti-gambling organization.
Yeah.
So we're going to have them both on next week. And this is probably one of our most ambitious thing we've did on this podcast. Setting up a debate. We got to figure out the format, how we going to do it, and just, and just everything.
Yeah. No, I was just checking the chat board for you. That's all.
Okay. Sorry, I just went on for a long time about that. But anyway.
Fine. That's fine. By the way, we're going to wrap it up around like 5:50. Okay, 5:45, right?
Okay, sounds good.
We got like another 20, 30 minutes.
Okay, so do either of you like Oasis?
I already answered the question. I said I enjoy them. My favorite album of theirs is What's the Story, Morning Glory, with Wonderwall. Don't
I love that song. Yeah. Wonderwall.
Champagne, the Supernova. Yeah.
I think I like Oasis. It's like the second, It's like the second. It was like the second British invasion.
Yeah, no, a lot of people said they were going to be the new Beatles.
And then you had what was that other band, The Blur? They were like big rivals.
Oh yeah, like the Verve, whatever that it is, right?
And then one of them, I think it was. You know what? I'm gonna fact check this before I say anything because it is kind of.
It was under Britpop. That's what it was called.
Because also Noel Gallagher and
Liam Gallagher were in Oasis.
And I think his name is Damon Albarn from Blur. Like, I think Noel Gallagher and Damon Albarn hate each other, and he basically told him, and these are his exact words, this was from the 90s, he told him to, quote, get AIDS and die.
Shit.
No, he literally said that. Noel Gallagher really said that to Damon Albarn from Blur. He said, get AIDS and die.
Oh, my God.
So, and will they ever make up? I don't blame them if they don't. I really don't.
I don't really care, to be honest with you. I'm not a big, I mean, I like Oasis. I'm not a big Oasis fan. But
yeah, me neither. I think really the only song I really know all the way through is Wonderwall.
Champagne Supernova is the other one.
Oh, I got a funny story about Wonderwall. This past Christmas, me and my cousin, we got a little not sober.
Yeah, okay.
And we were just like randomly just standing there in the living room singing Wonderwall.
Jesus, Bill.
Oh, like nobody's ever done anything like that before.
I'm sure they have, but you know.
Sure, not anybody's got drunk and sang a song from the 90s in the middle of a Christmas get-together. Like, nobody's done that.
Oh, I mean, anything's possible, you know?
Second. Give me 1 second, please.
Yeah, okay. I'll cover for you. So anyways.
Cover me. I'm just having some issues with my mic.
We have technical difficulties on Bill's end. Code red. We are in code red. I repeat, code red. No, we're doing pretty good.
Give me a second, guys. Okay. Can you hear me now?
Oh, loud and clear, my friend. Loud and clear.
Sorry, I was just like waving my arms and the cord that connects my mic to my computer knocked out.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to plug it back in. But yeah, so yeah, I'm back. Let's see. So what have you been listening to lately, JT?
All right, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna go back to here. I'm gonna open up my Spotify account so everyone can see it. And I will plug my Spotify playlist for everyone in the world. So hold on. All right, here we go. So this is currently what it's loading as we speak. Is it loading? Yeah, it's loading. Oh, I didn't know that. Apparently in Britain, Oasis is known as one of the biggest band, one of the most popular bands of all time.
Really?
I had no idea. All right, so let's go to recent. I got that. This is what I've been doing. I've been listening to my heavy rotation are as follows right here. I made a bunch of playlists. They're doing pretty good. This is probably the one I've been listening to a lot lately, though.
Because it's summer, so.
And it has over 39 followers. For all of you who are watching this, please follow this. Just check it. There's literally 100 hours of music on here.
I remember. I was here when you or was that the other one?
No, I added this one. Like, this was the last. I added like a 20-second song. And from Queen, and then it made it 100 hours. I was like, yes.
It is precisely 100 hours, folks.
It is like precise. You can't get any more precise. I couldn't add any more. So it's 39 followers. Let me just move you out of the way. Right here. Right. And then if I go here, this is my quiet playlist. It's
a lot of Elton John on there.
Well, I put it in an order, but it's like just quiet stuff, you might say. So It's pretty good stuff. This song right here is amazing. Which is "There Goes My Miracle" off his latest album. It's fantastic. And there's a lot of like acoustic stuff, quiet stuff. I don't know if you can see it all there, but yeah. Let's go to this one. This is another plug. If you're an alt rock fan, I recommend my playlist right here. 52 hours and 6 minutes long. Bill, check it out.
I will. So you got American Idiot.
I added. You got to be careful though. I like this is the Green Day section. I made it section by section. Panic. Which I like them a lot. Imagine Dragons. Train.
Oh, I love Imagine Dragons. They were my first concert, actually.
That's right. You told me that. Yeah. Coldplay.
You know, speaking of Imagine Dragons, my friend told me that Imagine Dragons are slowly becoming the American Nickelback.
I don't believe that. I wouldn't say that.
I actually don't think Nickelback's that bad.
No, I mean they're okay. I don't have any beef with them personally. So. Blink-182.
Oh, I love Blink-182.
Then One Republic.
They're good.
They're okay, yeah. Well, Portugal the Man. This is like the other stuff. Fits in the Tantrums. Is Hank Clapp.
Oh, you know what? I'm actually really getting into Fits in the Tantrums right now.
Yeah, that's them.
My favorite song by them, I don't think you have it. It's Money Grabber.
No, I don't have it.
Have you ever heard it?
No, I gotta check it out.
Oh, it's like one of their earlier songs from like 2010.
Oh, okay.
It has like R&B type mix. It's great.
Oh, really? Modest Mouse. Young the Giant, Cage the Elephant, Arctic Monkeys, The Killers.
Yes, I love The Killers.
Nice. Wombats, Struts, Strokes, and then 21 Pilots. Maroon 5. Yes, I put Maroon 5 in there. You're probably saying why.
Yeah, didn't you see them in concert?
I saw them in concert. They're actually a legit band. And they don't sound like it, but they are. I'm telling you the truth.
How were they in concert? Be honest.
Really good. Adam Levine is really good. Fall Out Boy, who I have tickets for.
Wait, you were supposed to see Fall Out Boy, or?
No. Green Day, Fall Out Boy, and Weezer are touring next year. I talked about that.
Yeah, wasn't it supposed to be this year, but it got pushed?
The next year, yeah. Weezer was one of the other ones. Rage Against the Machine.
I've never really listened to them.
They're pretty crazy. REM. The Chili Peppers. 9 Inch Nails? Yeah. Tool. Tool's actually very good. I like them a lot. Radiohead. Soundgarden. Foo Fighters. Pearl Jam, and Nirvana.
I think, and you've heard me say this before, I think Nirvana's kind of overrated.
You have said that. Oh, wait, I gotta hide that. That's secret. All right, we're getting out of this. Hold on one second. No one can see this. Oh, no, someone's gonna take a screen. I did this. I also did like a couple of these. Just on the side, so. This was originally the 2020 concert season. Now it's 2021.
So you got a little Van Halen.
Yeah.
Sammy Hagar.
Yeah. I made this for July 4th and it got pretty popular. So yeah. All right, we're going back to the other.
American Girl. Small Town, American Pie. God Bless the USA.
This is like the ultimate 4th of July playlist.
I'll be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of that song.
Which one?
God Bless the USA.
Oh yeah.
I'm not the biggest fan. Reason why is because one of the reasons is because, you know, I grew up in post 9/11 world.
Uh-huh.
And I remember like the days following it, like the months, that song was like everywhere.
Yeah.
That song was played on every radio station. You could not go to like a store or anything without hearing that damn song. You could not go in the car without hearing that damn song.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I have another reason for not liking it, but I'm not going to get into it here. What was that?
No, you're good. Go ahead.
Maybe because I've just heard it so many times.
Which one?
I just find that interesting for some reason. So, yeah, I don't have Spotify. I should get one.
You should. And if you're in college, it's actually half the price. It's not $10 a month, it's $5 a month. Just say.
Remember, you know what's also on Spotify?
What? Oh, no! Here we go!
My podcast is on Spotify, so go listen to it. Okay, that's the last plug I'm doing for it. I promise. I promise, JT. That is the last plug I'm doing for it. Just don't bring up iHeartRadio or Apple Podcasts because I might have to do a plug for that too.
I swear to God, Bill.
Folks have to sit here and listen to me talk about my podcast. I apologize.
At least the viewers aren't on Zoom with us.
What was that?
Nothing. I said at least the viewers aren't on Zoom with us.
Oh God!
Oh, no. Like, what is going on? They probably get up. They probably leave the meeting.
They're probably like, "Oh my God! Would Bill shut up about his freaking podcast already?"
We get it. He has a sports podcast.
Can he sit here and stop shamelessly promoting it?
Jesus Christ! He's just flipping out.
Ah, God! Who does this guy think he is? Yeah, but yeah. So, what is like your favorite playlist you have on Spotify?
Honestly, probably the summer one. It's because it's 100 hours, and it's a kind of a milestone for me. I never thought I could do that, but then again, I did.
I never really saw you into modern music, in all honesty.
No. There's a couple things in there that I like, that are in there that are modern, like Cage the Elephant. I like Ed Sheeran. I hate Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber, I swear to God, this guy.
Everyone hates Justin Bieber.
The world hates Justin Bieber. He's like the most I think he's the most hated celebrity.
Well, it's like the thing with. I'm gonna get back to Cage the Elephant. Hold on, someone don't put my computer here.
Oh, you're fine. It's a virus. Get down.
What was that?
It's a virus. Get down. No, I'm kidding.
Okay. Okay, but anyway, what I was saying is that. Oh God, what the heck is going on here? Okay. With Justin Bieber, his music. Back when he was, back when his music was terrible, he was at least somewhat a decent guy.
Yeah.
And then his music got decent. Now his music got decent, and then he became a terrible person.
I know. You can't have both the best of both.
And now he's somewhere in the middle. Like, he's cleaned up, so... But I was hearing like somebody told, I think it was Justin who told me he's got like a Me Too against him. I don't know.
He's just an obscure piece of shit. I'm saying that. I'm calling him out right now. I'm sick and tired of his bullshit.
Oh, you hear that? Justin Bieber, if you are listening, you are being called out.
You're being called out, kid. You think you're 30? You act like you're 10. I don't know how old he is.
He's my age, actually.
How old are you now?
I'm 26.
All right. Listen, you may be 26, but you act like you're 10.
He's actually, if you want all honesty, and this is a sad thing that I know this.
Jesus Christ, Bill.
He's literally 16 days older than me.
Bill.
I know. That's very scary that I know this.
He was born. Oh, I'm sorry.
He's March 1st on March 17th.
We're going to have to end the stream early now.
Yeah, but anyway, what I was saying about, what is it? Cage the Elephant. I actually got a funny story back when I was in college.
Oh, boy.
When we were, it was like, when we were, you never stayed in a dorm, right?
Nope.
I remember we were coming back from winter break and we had our dorm meeting and then we had our hall meetings.
Yeah.
And the resident director walks in. We're like, hey, Ronnie, how are you? How was your break? What'd you do? He goes, I had to work. I got bills to pay. And then we all goes, I got mouths to feed. Ain't nothing in this world for free. Because there ain't no rest for the wicked. All of us. Till we close our eyes for good.
I don't know how the hell you do this.
What was that?
I don't know how the hell you do what you do, but you're pretty good.
Thank you. And then the RD's like, what the heck was that? He's like, you don't understand. He goes, and I don't think I want to.
Oh.
Ronnie. He was interesting.
You just roasted him with Cage the Elephant.
Yeah, we just roasted him with Cage the Elephant. He was like this, I don't know how old he is. I think he's like in his mid-30s, maybe early 40s. I don't know. But he's just like, what the heck was that?
Oh my God. Well,
God, my computer's acting very strange.
No.
Okay, so yeah, that's
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's your Cage the Elephant story.
yeah. So
I'll tell you what. What time is it? It's 5. It's almost 5:30. Why don't we call it a day? Because we're running like just a little bit earlier than expected, just because I have to get ready to help out with stuff around my family and all that.
okay, well, I'll see you around. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and remember, even though the stream is ending,
Check the donation link. It's right here. It's down in the description
New
below.
York City Food Bank, go check us out.
Yeah. Remember, we do not take any of the money. The money goes directly to the food bank and then help. $1 feeds 10 meals. $10 feeds 100 meals. It's that simple, guys. Do yourself a favor and please donate. Thank you all so much for watching this stream.
Thanks for
Bill,
coming.
thank you so much for having people find you.
Check out Movie Holics Productions.
The link is in the description below for Movie Holics Productions already. Whoop, whoop.
Okay, we will see you around, guys. Remember, donate New York City Food Bank.
And stay safe, ladies and gents.
Stay safe. Wear a mask. 6 feet.
Yes, wear a mask. If you don't wear a mask, we're coming for you.
We will find you, and we will hurt you. Okay, guys, we'll see you around. Bye-bye.
All right, bye, everyone.